Just ask them how I did it. I got out the limo, grabbed her hand, went upstairs and fucked her.
I would have been swallowed up. Have you ever been swallowed up? Have you gone through a time of swallowing?
I'm in Miami right now. I'm in Miami right now. I'm in love you fine. I'm on losing job. I'm in Miami. In Miami right now. I'm in love you fine right now. On Ocean Drive right now. That's on my mama. I'm in Miami. I'm After I go to the video, so I'm going to Cali. I said I'm too official. I'm out with them niggas. I said, man, the rapper on the city, that nigga, he wicked. We pull out with them guns, you know me in the real. Well, mama pays, I ain't having ever since that I was real. Now I can't look like a pet and I will never squeal. But never ever on my mouth, cause I swear I'm too real. Yeah, I'm in the East Coast, I'm in the life for real. Why the fuck you can hate it? I rise you to chill. You gon' really piss me off, and I'ma pull up with the steel. I'ma pull up with the drink, go and get your ass killed. Man, stop camming, cause I'm fucking wicked. I pull up to your city, tell me your location, bitch. You know we fuck that shit. My youngest know you killin', I wanna grind, got money in my mind, put money in my wrist, so I can tell the time. You know I'm rapping and dropping, I'm trying to eat. All around the world, I'm doing shows, I really come to eat. Ain't time to play on me. I swear I'm doing my shit. One more time, I was poor and I ain't have shit. Every day I'm just riding by the same outfit. I done came up, I'm switching cars, yeah, I'm switching shit. These niggas mad at me, ain't wanna clone me. I'm in Miami right now, I'm off of South Beach. I'm living large, I'm living life. They know me, wanna take my life. Yeah, it's on my mama. I'm in Miami. I'm out there doing video shooting, going to Cali. I'm on my mama, and I'm in Miami right now. I'm in the 305, yeah, I'm on Ocean Drive. Pull up with a red car, my life is on now. They wanna play with me, they wanna clone me. I'm bad bitch, Latino, she wanna sleep with me. I'm in the 305 right now. I'm in Miami right now. On Ocean Drive right now. I'm in Miami right now. I'm in Miami. I'm in the 305. 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 I'm in Miami right now. Yeah, I'm on Ocean Drive. I'm in Miami right now. Yeah, I'm on Ocean Drive. Yeah, and the front car. Yeah, don't look at me. I'm the youngest in the game. You can't beat me. Cause I'm that nigga from the bottom. No, I will never change. Diamonds on my hoodie. I got diamonds on my chain. I'm in this so long. I swear ain't no game. Yeah. In Miami right now. And the 305. Yeah.
Conversations you've had, the frankness and the seemingly open dialogue. Start with this, but would you yield or would you stand?
Would I what?
Would you yield or would you stand?
Okay. I think we've passed kneeling. I think it's time to go into actionable items.
Do you want people to stop it?
No, I don't want people to stop protesting at all. Kneeling, I know we're stuck on it because it's a real thing, but it's a form of protest. I support protests across the board. We need to bring light to the issue. I think everyone knows what the issue is, and we're done with that. Everyone knows what you know what the issue is? You know why we were kneeling? Okay, do you know the issue? Yeah, do you know the issue? Yes? We all know the issue now. Okay, next. Where are we moving on next? And I'm not, again, so to be clear for the room, I'm not minimizing that part of it because that has to happen. That's a necessary part of the process. But now we all know what's going on. What are we going to do?
Late night crew. I was a couple minutes late. I had to go get me some soda. I realized right before I was about to hit the live button, I gotta get some soda, bro. So fuck you. You know what I mean? Hey man, shout out to the whole gang. Say what's up to your boy. Unless you want it for murder for hire. You want it murder for hire? Nigga, get the fuck out of my chat. Trending, Regina, Carefree, Janice, Bob, Victoria, P. Foxx, Andrea, Kendra, what's happening? Cuz. Javon Barksdale. I try to tell them they don't want to listen to me. They don't want to listen to me. Anita, J-Rock. Shout out to Forgotten Son, Green Fishing. Shout out to Alan. Was getting it in. Lana, what up though? We in this motherfucker. I'm living life. They hating on me. Voices in my hood. Hey. Hey, bring that beat back one more time. Jay-Z, Diddy. When I tell you that y'all niggas got some splaining to do, you Negroes got splaining to do. Cause I'm trying to understand, why does it seem like the powers that be are shooting at both of y'all at the same time all of a sudden? Diddy, you raped 3 niggas in the last 2 years? Or what is it, last 5 years? You raped 3 grown ass men? Rain, what's happening? There's no way. Jay, they lying on you. They got to be lying on you, nigga. Which one of y'all is that? April, you better stop or I'll beat your fat ass. Go lay down. Fuck wrong with you? Tired of you waiting until I get right on the air to be like, oh, I gotta go out. No, you ain't going nowhere, bitch. The fuck wrong with you? Cats. It is a great Thursday. And we head into Friday. I think we're gonna do I think we're gonna do a what's the name stream tomorrow, a members only stream tomorrow, so we can give an update on the LNC lawsuit. But in my tradition of trolling Jay-Z, you will have to excuse me for a moment.
Young is the life. Once again, it's the life. Yes. I don't know why. So intoxicated, man. You don't know why you do what you do. So yes. Be a law, breaking the law. It's always too much for me to ever ignore. I got a thing for them big body Benzes. It goes my senses. In love with a V-dub engine. Man, I'm high off life. Fucking, I'm wasted. Babe and 8 kicks, all the Marble K wrists. My women friend get tennis bracelets. Trips to Venice, get they winners replaced with. The sun, it ain't even fun no more. I'm jaded. Man, it's just a game. I just play it to play it. I put my feet in the footprints left of me without saying the word. The ghetto's got a mental telepathy. Man, my brother hustles so naturally. Up next is me, and what perplexes me, shit, I know how this movie ends, still I play, the star rolling whole Vito's way, it's just life, I solemnly swear, change my approach, stop shaving coat, stay away from hoes, put down the toast, cause I be doing the most, oh no, but every time I felt that was that, it called me right back, it called me right back, man, it called me right back, oh no. I'm like a Russian mobster drinking distilled vodka till I'm under the field with Hoffa. It's real. He'll topple like a toupee. Mix the water with the soda, turn the pot up, make a souffle. All of y'all can get it like group page in your two ways. I'm living proof that crime do pay. Say hooray to the bad guy and all the broads. Putting cars in their name for the stars of the game. Putting cane in their bras and their tomorrows on the train. All in the name of love. Just to see that love locked in chains. And the family came over the house to take back everything that they claim. Even the worst pain is the distress. Learning you're the mistress. Only after that love gets slain. And the anger and the sorrow mixed up leaves the mistrust. Now it gets tough to ever love again. But the allure of the game keeps calling your name. All the Lauras in the world, I feel your pain. All the Christies in every city's and Tiffany lanes. We all hustlers in love with the same thing. It's just life. I solemnly swear, change my approach. Stop shaving coat, stay away from hoes. Put down the toast, cause I be doing the most. Oh no. But every time I felt that was that. It called me right back. It called me right back. Man, it called me right back. Oh no. I never felt more alive than riding shotgun in Klein's Green 5 until the cops pulled guns. And I try to smoke weed to give me the fix I need. But the game did to my pulse with no results. And you can treat your nose and still won't come close. The game is a light bulb with 11 million volts. And I'm just a mob, addicted to the flaws. When the doors look from the floor and the tops come off. By any means necessary, whatever the cost. Even if it means lives is lost. And I can't explain why, I just love to get high. Drink light, smoke the blueberry sky, blink twice. I'm in the blueberry 5, you blink 3 times. I may not even be alive. I mean, James Dean couldn't escape the alarm. Dying young, leaving a good-looking corpse. Of course, I solemnly swear, change my approach. Stop shaving coat, stay away from hoes. Put down the toast, cause I be doing the most. Oh no. But every time I felt that was that. It called me right back. It called me right back. Man, it called me right back. Oh no. Once again, it's the life. Yeah, I said it's the life. Once again, it's the life. Oh no. I don't know why it's so high. Oh, it's so high. Oh, it's so high. After the show, it's the after party then. After the party, it's the hotel lobby then. After the bell, it's the after party then. After the party, it's the hotel lobby. After the show, it's the after party then. After the party, it's the hotel lobby then. After the bell, then it's probably Chris. And after the original, it's probably this. Yes, ma, Fiesta. Remix with the homie from the Midwest side. Game recognized, game do too. It's a new 2 live crew, I suppose you knew. So thugs, but don't approach us or to chase you like Mo at Mimosas. Catch us both coasters, racing twin poachers, boxes with to make you closer. Whoever come closest, you've been warned. But don't get the picture till the is drawn. Make your way backstage, baby girl is on. And we'll be drinking till 6 in the morning.
In the back of the club with my mom, popping bottles of crisps with my mom. Put the bar on the tab for my mom, throwing hundreds up for grabs for my mom. Cause it's about to go down tonight. I'ma be drinking till the early desire. Shout it like I'm cause I take 3 honeys just to make me feel reside. My, it's what they all say when they see the frozen eyes. They say, my, anytime they see them big things on the side. Why y'all got a club date, I'm with arenas. Such a man saying, have you ever seen her? Yeah, she with me on the low, getting off the gun on the floor. Fiesta, 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 fiesta. Switching lanes in my 6 in the bird. I met a ball named Tasha in the bird. Took the hood and I moved it to the bird. Now no more sheriffs or police in the bird. Now we We about to tear this club up. Don't worry about expenses, cause I got that show love. Ready to fool like I'm fresh out of the I need some from all the honeys on the DM. My. That's what them thugs yelling when the strippers on the pizzle. They say, my. Got Keisha yelling from that up and down pizzle. Why y'all got a club date? I'm with arenas. Such a man saying, tell me have you seen her? Yeah, she with me on the low, getting off the
Yo, I put this big body up, come through in the Rover. Not only Kelly and Gotti, it's Boo and Hova. Pop Chris if you like, my eyes glisten alike. I'm with Rockland, right? So I'm rich for life. I'm like heaven, everybody wanna get to me. How you make it to the gates and forget the key? I'm the one God chose, so you blessed through me. Gotti Floyd, get you in that. Hey yo, I come through stunning. Plus I'm getting in the new 600 with the big rims on it. We rock rocks that light your shoulders. Got a lot of hot cars, but the drops is colder. You see VIP, me, Kelly, Gotti, and Ho. Drinking Chris like it's H2O. All we do is spin cheese, cause we love the dough. Mommy, more, oh, it's time to go.
Now
Come
if you
on.
got cash money, then you feel it. And if you're rolling on them things, then you feel it. If you're drunk off in the club, then you feel it. If you're some money making dog, then you feel it. If you those who do you feel it. And if your hands is in the air, you got to feel it. If you're sipping on some Chris, you got to feel it. And if you're throwing up the you got to feel it. Fiesta, 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 Rockland, fiesta, fiesta, Rockefeller, fiesta, fiesta, Track Masters, fiesta, 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 fiesta.
Jay, I gotta go to work, but real quick, I want to give you a message personally from me, the Shay Lewis Hall Sr. I want to give you a message for me. I want you to understand the empathy I have for you. Yes, Jay, even in this time, I have sympathy for you. You don't believe me? This is from me to you.
If you having girl problems, I feel bad for you, son. I got 99 problems, but a bitch ain't one. If you having girl problems, I feel bad for you, son. I got 99 problems, but a bitch ain't one. If you having girl problems, I feel bad for you, son. I got 99 problems, but a bitch ain't one. I got the rap patrol on the cat patrol. Foes that want to make sure my casket's closed. Rap critics say he's money cash holes. I'm from the hood, stupid. What type of facts are those? If you grew up with hoes in your zap toes, you celebrate the minute you was having dope. I'm like, fuck critics, you can kiss my whole asshole. If you don't like my lyrics, you can press fast forward. Got beef with radio if I don't play they show. They don't play my hits, well I don't give a shit. So, rap mags try and use my black ass so advertisers could give them more cash for ads. Fuckers, I don't know what you take me as or understand the intelligence that Jay-Z has. I'm from rags, the richest niggas, I ain't dumb. I got 99 problems, but a bitch ain't one. Hit me. 99 problems, but a bitch ain't one. If you having girl problems, I feel bad for you, son. I got 99 problems, but a bitch ain't one. Hit me. Yeah, it's 94 and my trunk is raw. In my rear view mirror is the motherfucking law. Got two choices, y'all. Pull over the car or bounce on the devil, put the pedal to the floor. And I ain't trying to see no highway chase with Jake. Plus I got a few dollars, I can fight the case. So I pull over to the side of the road. I heard, son, do you know I'm stopping you for? Cause I'm young and I'm black and my hat's real low. Do I look like a mind reader, sir? I don't know. Am I under arrest or should I guess some more? Well, you was doing 55 in the 54. Lost the registration and step out of the car. You carrying a weapon on you, I know a lot of you are. I ain't stepping out of shit, all my papers legit. Well, do you mind if I look around the car a little bit? Well, my glove compartment is locked, so it's the trunk in the back. And I know my rights, so you gon' need a warrant for that. Aren't you sharp attack? You some type of law or something, somebody important or something. I ain't passed the ball, but I know a little bit enough that you wanna legally search my shit. Well, we'll see how smart you are when the K9 comes. I got 99 problems, but a bitch ain't one. Hit me. 99 problems, but a bitch ain't one. If you having girl problems, I feel bad for you, son. I got 99 problems, but a bitch ain't one. Hit me. 99 problems, but a bitch ain't one. If you having girl problems, I feel bad for you, son. I got 99 problems, but a bitch ain't one. Now, once upon a time, not too long ago, a nigga like myself had a strong arm, a hoe. And this is not a hoe in the sense of having a pussy, but a pussy having no goddamn sense, trying to push me. I try to ignore him, talk to the Lord, pray for him, but some fools just love to perform. You know the type, loud as a motorbike, but wouldn't bust a grape in a fruit fight. And only thing that's gonna happen is I'ma get the clapping, and he and his boys gonna be yapping to the captain. And there I go trapped in a Kit Kat again. Back through the system with the riff-raff again. Beans on the floor, scratching again. Paparazzis with their cameras, snapping them. DA try to give a nigga shaft again. $500,000 for bail cause I'm African. Or because the fool was harassing them. Trying to play the boy like he's saccharine. But ain't nothing sweet but I hold my gun. I got 99 pounds, being the bitch ain't one. Hit me. 99 problems, but a bitch ain't one. If you having girl problems, I feel bad for you, son. I got 99 problems, but a bitch ain't one. Hit me. 99 problems, but a bitch ain't one. If you having girl problems, I feel bad for you, son. I got 99 problems.
You stupid ass bitch. It's Red or Blue Pill, you dumb motherfucker. How the fuck you have this song, climb the charts, film a video, and still say that shit wrong? You big camel lip bastard. That's why I got 99 problems and a bitch accusing me of rape is not one. Hit me. 99 problems, but rape ain't one. If you having girl problems, I feel bad for you, son. And Diddy, if you having man problems, I feel bad for you, son. I got 99 problems, raping men ain't one. Hit me. No, well, no, don't do that. First of all, for the record, Diddy, had you ran down the hallway like that on me, I'd have beat your motherfucking ass. You'd have ran all the way to that elevator to your doom, nigga. I just want to put that shit out there. Oh, you niggas is mad. Oh, Jay, remember how much you was... First of all, Jay-Z, I can pull up 15, 20, 30 songs of you bragging about how you sold crack and how you killed people and ain't never been caught. First of all, what's the statute of limitations on the body, Jay? Go ahead, I'll wait. Oh, you don't know? Ever? You can catch that body ever. Ever? Forever, ever? Forever, ever? Forever, ever. $50, I gotta hate on you right quick because I'm about to pummel these niggas. Pause. I gotta hate on you. You ain't never been caught up in shit. You Mr. Gangbanger too. You Mr. Gangbanger, you been shot 9 times. When them shells hit my leg, I ain't wait for Doc to get it out. Hit my wisdom too. Spit it out. That was you. Those are your bars, 50. 50, you, bro, you did a whole movie talking about how you murdered niggas. And this was your life story. You do a 50. You next. When they get done with you, you next. I know why they picked you, because you just now getting ready to turn 50. Them niggas is old. I pointed this shit out about you years ago and nobody wanted. I was like, why is 50 Cent still famous with nothing? His last 2 albums have been utterly garbage. He don't rap no more. When's the last time we seen this nigga rap? And I had to hear this nigga, yeah, if me and N went on tour, we would sell out arenas. Yeah, in nostalgia form. Shit. Yeah, look at y'all. Y'all do know y'all like Fleetwood Mac now. Y'all Curtis Blow them now. Eminem, you went to social justice warrior rap and fell right out of my top 5. It was one of the most disgraceful falls from a top 5 in history. But you wanted to be a social justice warrior. Hey, 50, good luck. You see what they doing to Jay. You see what they doing to Jay. You see what they doing to Diddy. And you ain't never been as successful as them as far as people's concerned. You've even though a lot of the elites got you on the same level as 50 and Jay or Diddy and Jay, the streets ain't never looked at you like that, nigga. The streets just always look like you like this sucker ass clown ass nigga. See, Jay was the smart one out of y'all that actually got married, so he might be able to get some cover at all of this. But the Beehive gonna turn on that nigga. Don't you worry. The Beehive will be turning on this nigga. So I guess where do we start? And just for the record, Dirk, awake. What's happening? Awake squad in the motherfucking building. We breaking out Methuselahs, nigga. How did Eminem fall out of my top 5? It was terrible. Carrie, Joseph, we in here. Every single road leads to Texas right now. Javon motherfucking Barksdale with a 26 piece, 26 of the motherfucking things. We breaking out Methuselahs. On site. A snitch, nigga, that's that shit I don't like. Pedophiles, that's that shit I don't like. Men raping niggas, that's that shit I don't like. On site. I guess I'll give you 2 to choose from. And I'm pretty sure I know what y'all gonna pick, but if you want to hear about the new Diddy lawsuits, press 1. If you want to see the body language expert talk about jigger, press 2. On site. On site. Ooh, y'all shocked the shit out of me. I thought y'all was gonna go Diddy. I'm into that body language shit. And you know I got my girl. Look, back in the day, I was gonna smash Nancy Grace. Nancy Grace ain't never been no dime, but she had that hair, motherfucking hairspray helmet. She was looking sexy with the hairspray helmet, and she would have her face all motherfucking airbrushed. Now she's just decrepit. It was like, damn, you such a bitch, but I'd smash just to say I did it. Everybody act like they, but nigga, you know how much clout I could have got from fucking Nancy Grace about 15 years ago? And she'd have let me too. Like around that Casey Anthony era, that's if I'd have fucked her around then, that'd have been the latest. Preferably before that. When she had the big helmet. Now her shit done shrunk in. Her shit like some plastic you done left outside for a decade. The helmet was like this big, and now that motherfucker is shrunk and it's about that big now. So yeah, we gonna go see what that goofy bitch talk about, bro. Shout out to Nancy Grace. Anybody who motherfucking seen Nancy Grace through the years, you know what I'm talking about. When I say her helmet hair, that shit was big in the motherfucker. Now that shit, it looked like some popcorn that done came out of the food dehydrator. So you pop the popcorn, then put it in the dehydrator. Scott Johnson. Yeah, she definitely has a rest, and I want to see the manager face. But that's what I'm saying. I was trying to fuck that look off her face. But that was then, you know what I mean? That the times have passed. Hey, let's talk to this body language expert though. You asked for it. Let's run then.
Tactical nuke incoming!
I don't know why I get so high on, get so high off, get so high off the life. The allure of breaking the law. This nigga, these are your lyrics, bro. No, hold on, nigga. I was listening to Jay shit just like over the last couple days, like basically researching it because, you know I'm gonna play some of it just to troll. But the nigga, he starts verses off. The allure of breaking the law was always too much for me to ever ignore. I got a thing for big body Benzes, indulge my senses, in love with a V'd up engine. Man, I'm high off life, fucking I'm wasted. Bathing ape kicks, Audemars Piguet whist. It's just the star roll in Ho Vito's way. It's just life. I solemnly swear, change my approach, stop shaving coke, stay away for hoes, put down the toast, cause I be doing the most. And you stole my oh no. Yours is whack. Oh no. Nah, that's whack. That your oh no's trash. But he goes on to say, but every time I felt that was that, it called me right back. It called me right back. It called me right back. 14-year drug dealer and still counting. Who deserves the Medal of Freedom is my accountant. He's been hula hooping through loopholes. This nigga Jay, that's why I'm like, you playing this victim shit now. Like, if anybody's bars could be used, it's Jay-Z. He talks about running a criminal empire all the time. But that's me hating. That's me hating. High off the life.
Jay-Z, one of the most famous and successful rappers in the music world today, is now accused of brutally raping a 13-year-old girl at a Diddy party decades ago. This is an accusation he adamantly denies. And within hours of being
No. We have yet to hear Jay-Z deny this allegation. Stop that, Jesse. We not doing that.
In an amended complaint, he appeared at a movie premiere with his family. a very public setting with a lot of eyeballs on him. So here's a question. What does his body language say? Any clues as to how he might be feeling? We're going to be asking an expert right now.
Why is Beyonce hair so damn light?
Welcome to Sidebar, presented by Law and Crime. I'm Jesse Weber. We've been following this huge update to a civil lawsuit against Sean Diddy Combs, where his friend and fellow music industry titan Jay-Z, real name Sean Carter, has been publicly named as Celebrity A, the man who allegedly sexually assaulted a 13-year-old girl in New York in 2000 after the VMAs. And this is part of a civil lawsuit filed by Texas attorney Tony Busby on behalf of this unnamed Jane Doe. And she says that when she was 13, she reportedly met one of Combs' limo drivers outside of the VMAs at Radio City Music Hall in New York. She says that he invited her to an after party that Combs was throwing. The lawsuit claims that
he looked like Love in that picture right here.
She was drugged at that party, and when she went to find somewhere to lay down, Combs and Jay-Z.
I like when you like this, Daddy. Daddy, I like when you scrambling and scraping for shit. I like that.
I mean, what the fuck is going on here, nigga?
He allegedly raped her. But I should also tell you that an, as of yet, unnamed female Celebrity B was reportedly there too, reportedly watched the assault happen and did nothing to stop it. So it becomes a question, will Celebrity B actually be a witness in this case? Has Celebrity B reached out to Tony Busby, settled any claims that he might have against her? Because Tony Busby's the attorney who's representing Jane Doe. Really, really interesting to think about there. Now, the reason this is so significant
Man, y'all be picking the worst pictures of Tony Busby, nigga.
is because Tony Busby has issued a warning in the past. He has previously said that he plans to name the celebrities and the high-profile people who are involved in alleged assaults.
Celeb B should confess. I can give you that, unless Celeb B paid to not have to.
Alongside Sean Combs. But this is the first A-lister to be named as a direct participant in what is essentially a crime. Now, what's interesting about this is that Jay-Z's legal team and Jay-Z are fighting back.
I still don't understand why this fucking nigga decided to grow this hair. Like, what is this? I still don't understand what this is supposed to be with him.
Fighting back very hard. They are hitting back against these accusations, both in a public statement and in court filings. So let me tell you about this. In a statement from Roc Nation, his entertainment company, Jay-Z said the following. My lawyer received a blackmail attempt called a demand letter from a lawyer named Tony Busby. What he had calculated was the nature of these allegations.
This is not a denial.
The public scrutiny would make me want to settle. No, sir. It had the opposite effect. It made me want to expose you for the fraud you are in a very public fashion. So no, I will not give you one red penny. These allegations are so heinous in nature that I implore you to file a criminal complaint, not a civil one. Whomever would commit such a crime against a minor should be locked away. Would you not agree? These alleged victims would deserve real justice if that were the case. This lawyer, who I've done a bit of research on, seems to have a pattern of these types of theatrics.
Let's pull up Bosky up. I know somebody told me that. Right. But Jay don't look like this. Like, this is not what Jay looks like. Like, I guess this is, in this one, this is what it's supposed to look like, but even yet and still, the answer in this one is no. I will put that one up because I know that's, you know, this is kind of what to think. But again, this nigga looks like a homosexual. So I guess, Jay, if you going for that homosexual look, but even then, Jay, like, you don't, this shit, his shit look different. Your shit looks, what the fuck is this? All right, this is a good one. So I guess this is what you trying to look like, but you don't look like this. You look stupid. I mean, to be honest, this nigga looks stupid. This is what you're trying to look like, Jay? Like a fucking idiot? Well, you're succeeding. He looks like a fucking idiot too. No, it's not the same hair. This nigga shit look like natural black hair. Jay-Z shit, I don't know what that shit is. So if this is who Jay-Z trying to look like, then okay. Like, are y'all serious? Wait. So niggas really think this shit? The answer's no. The answer's no. Nigga, you look so fucking stupid. And Beyonce, you look stupid too. Y'all niggas be thinking y'all styling and profiling. Y'all niggas look dumb as fuck. I know I'm supposed to care because people haven't seen this photo in a long time because it's an unseen Basquiat. Who gives a fuck, nigga? I will not be investing my money in no fucking art. I'm trying to leave that type of money for my kids so they can fuck my legacy up and fuck our bloodline up. Them niggas gonna have to get it out of the mud too. What the fuck? Leaving them no fucking paint they can just sell and then jack off the money and no, hell no. And I know y'all niggas be swearing Beyonce so fine, but no, just not for me. Just not for me. This nigga look like Basquiat. Man, y'all niggas will say anything.
I have no idea how you've come to be such a deplorable human, Mr. Busby, but I promise you, I have seen your kind many times over. I'm more than prepared to deal with your type. You claim to be a Marine? Marines are known for their valor. You have neither honor nor dignity. My only heartbreak is for my family. My wife and I will have to sit our children down, one of whom is at the age where her friends will surely see the press and ask questions about the nature of these claims.
For the record, Kelly Rowland look way better than motherfucking Beyonce. That's not even up for debate.
In the cruelty and greed of people, I mourn yet another loss of innocence. Children should not have to endure such at their young age. It is unfair to have to try to understand explicable degrees of malice meant to destroy families and human spirit. My heart and support goes out to true victims in the world who have to watch how their life story is dressed in costume for profitability by this ambulance chaser in a cheap suit. You have made a terrible error in judgment thinking that all celebrities are the same. I'm not from your world. I'm a young man who made it out of the project of Brooklyn. We don't play these types of games. We have very strict codes and honor. We protect children. You seem to exploit people for personal gain. Only your network of conspiracy theorists, fake physics will believe the idiotic claims you have levied against me. If not for this seriousness surrounding harm to kids, would be laughable. I look forward to showing.
Oh, Beyonce is definitely lighting her skin up. She be trying to look like a straight up white chick now. I mean, she's trying to look like a white girl in this picture. This is a classic white girl look. That's classic white girl hair. Extra bright skin. Her and Jay-Z were the same complexion. They are not anymore. In my opinion. In my opinion.
You just how different I am. Now, his lawyers also filed legal documents demanding that Jane Doe identify herself, that her identity should be revealed, that she can't proceed anonymously. Otherwise, they want this lawsuit thrown out. They argue that if Jay-Z's name was released, her name needs to be too. He has a right to confront his accuser and challenge her accusations, that this has to be a level playing field. And there is also this separate back and forth where Jay-Z's lawyers claim
Kelly Rowland as Donna Summer would be crazy.
That a woman randomly called them complaining about Tony Busby's firm, complaining that she was dropped as a client because she essentially...
Carefree with them bars. Quote, we protect children, end quote. At the same time, your best buddy got Justin Bieber, Usher, and Chris Brown at his house. Nah, don't act like Jay didn't have young niggas around him. Chris and Neef, the young gunner, the young guns. Can't stop, won't stop, nigga. It was young niggas around Jay too.
Actually refused to adopt a...
He a crack dealer. That's what crack dealers definitely use young niggas all the time for crack activities.
Sexual assault narrative and legal strategy that Busby's firm had recommended. Now, Busby denied the accusations, even seeming to suggest that what Jay-Z and his legal team are doing and accusing him of amounts to potential...
Somebody said fake psychics, or I don't know what he meant, but the whole damn statement seemed emotional, so ain't no telling what the fuck he really meant.
Potential defamation. You know, I actually sat down with Ben Shue, Johnny Depp's lawyer, and we broke this down a bit more. The evidence, the back and forth, I encourage everybody to check that out. But this is the first time that Jay-Z has been named in one of these civil lawsuits. But as we know, Sean Combs is facing several, many of them from Tony Busby. Combs' ex-girlfriend, Cassandra Ventura, filed her lawsuit against Combs last year, which seemed to be the spark that quickly grew into a raging wildfire of claims about misconduct. But Combs, of course, also faces criminal charges: racketeering conspiracy, sex trafficking by force, fraud, or coercion, transportation to engage in prostitution. Federal prosecutors in the Southern District of New York say Combs' entertainment business was actually a criminal enterprise that was focused on fulfilling his sexual desires. That's where the so-called freak-offs come in, these prolonged orgies that were held by Combs that allegedly sometimes required an IV drip to recover afterwards. Prosecutors allege that Combs had his employees hire and bring commercial sex workers to these freak-offs, where they claim he used drugs to keep female participants compliant. His ex, Cassandra Ventura, said in her lawsuit that...
How are they going to prove all of this without victims is what I'm still wondering.
Combs was the director of these freak-offs, often telling her and the sex workers what to do, and filmed it. Now, Combs settled his lawsuit with Cassandra Ventura, but he always maintained he didn't do anything wrong. His criminal defense lawyers say anything sexual that happened was consensual, and they have been fighting, unsuccessfully, to get Combs released from the Metropolitan Detention Center in Brooklyn, where he's been since September. By the way, as we have been discussing the intricacies of the P. Diddy, Jay-Z lawsuits, examining the facts from all angles, in today's media landscape, it is crucial to understand how different outlets report on such high-profile stories. But that is where ground news comes in, because they are an invaluable resource.
Don't make me slap the shit out of you, Jesse.
Photographers everywhere, the media, the world watching him after all this. So they were there for the premiere of Disney's Mufasa. This is a Lion King prequel starring Jay-Z's wife, Beyonce, and daughter, Blue Ivy. And by the way, Beyonce's mother, Tina Knowles, was also photographed alongside this superstar family. Now,
let me give my honest opinion, and I'm being serious. If this was Jay-Z event and they still came with him, no problem. The fact that this was their shit, Jay should have stayed his black ass home. You could have supported them from home. You know what everybody is standing up there thinking. Everybody's taking pictures, looking at you. You stole her and your daughter's whole ass moment selfishly. Using them for cover, nigga. You used them for cover in your motherfucking statement. So don't tell me that ain't what you was doing. This is what you do. You a pussy. Ain't no motherfucking way you should have been stepping on Beyonce and Blue Ivy. They in a Disney. Your daughter just got a role in a Disney movie that is obviously akin to some Lion King type shit. And you get the allegations you get. And this is supposed to be a movie that's a family movie. You can't be there tonight, Jay. I'm so sorry. I mean, you can do what you want, obviously, but this is some selfish ass shit. And then you fuck around, be mad at Beyonce, and Beyonce like, baby, I think you should just stay home tonight. Then you'll try to be acting like she ain't standing by your side. Like, why even put her in that position? Because they only going off your word, Jay. You weren't with Beyonce when this shit supposedly happened. Blue Ivy wasn't born. Tina may have knew who you were, but you know, y'all wasn't involved like this, nigga. Like, so they only going off your word. So now if you did do the shit, you just ruined some shit for them for just being selfish. This is something I promise I'll go back to. If Jay, for whatever reason, ends up going down behind this shit, I will always go back to this moment where I'm like, nigga, why don't you just sit this one out, you selfish ass nigga? Selfish.
Many have been analyzing these photos, trying to pinpoint how Jay-Z and his family are reacting in the wake of these awful allegations against him, while at the same time being in the public eye, right? So we thought, who can we bring in to talk about it? We know who we're going to bring in. We're going to bring in body language expert Susan Constantine to talk more about it. Susan, thanks so much for coming on. Really appreciate you taking the time. All right, let's start with Jay-Z. So you have looked at still photographs of him. You have looked at the video of him on the red carpet. What stands out to you?
Well, there's a couple things that stand out to me. First of all, let's just kind of put it on record. This is all staged performance, okay?
Duh. I mean, I'm glad she put. Now I can fuck with you. The fact you started off putting that on record, I can fuck with you. But for us over here, that's a duh.
All of them are used to being in front of the limelight, so you have to actually consider the context. They're used to.
Especially, think about this. Think about it like this. You want me to prove to you how this is staged? What did the media say about what did the media say about her when the news came out about Jay-Z? Does anybody know? What did everybody say about her? Does anybody know? I'll give you 5 seconds to see before I give you the answer. Her IG was hacked and she liked the post about Jay. That's why Jay ain't standing right here where he's supposed to be. He's supposed to be standing in the middle of his fucking wife and his fucking daughter, but he got to stand by her to let everybody know that they still cool. So yes, the whole thing is staged. Why wouldn't the daddy be standing between his two ladies after this shit is about her and her. He's supposed to be standing right here, arm around both of them. But he got to stand next to Mama. Mama probably wouldn't even be up here. But they made sure that Mama had to get up here and Jay had to stand next to Mama so they could show everybody that, yeah, nah, I still fuck with my son-in-law.
Looking at the cameras. They're used to smiling, and when they don't feel like smiling, that's part of their whole persona. So when we look at when they are entering onto the red carpet, the camaraderie that all of them have. There was a person who was leading them, telling them where they should position.
Bro, Beyonce hair looks so incredibly fake to me. I mean, I know it is, but like, why does it have to look so fake? Like, of all the hair she wears. To me.
Them, which was putting them in alignment. When I was looking at the still photo, which I thought was really kind of interesting because I don't think this was planned for Jay-Z and for Beyonce and for Tina to be placed in the positions they were, which actually created some awkwardness because literally you could have taken this photograph, Jesse, cut it in half with Beyonce and her daughter, and then Jay-Z and Tina. Literally, like no cap. It looks like two different frames because there's two different types of body language that's going on here. In a still photo, we have to consider the context, right? And as you stated before, this was just right before all of a sudden all of these allegations came out. So oftentimes what celebrities or anyone would do is they tend to overfix.
Why Blue Ivy looking at him like that?
Face, meaning like, I'm not going to let this bother me. I'm going to smile and giggle and smile at everyone and appear as if I am unfazed, right? So let's just think that's one.
Why ain't Jay-Z in the middle of them? This is why. Wait, what if Blue told him, I don't want you next to me? What if Blue Ivy don't believe him? This is a possibility. I ain't wishing it, and I hope they family cool and shit, but we got to be honest. We don't know what Beyonce's saying behind the scene. Beyonce, hey, bro, she can't rock the boat. But don't get it twisted. Beyonce in the driver's seat. When Beyonce decides to lead this nigga, she will go quadruple diamond. Whatever you remember what Lemonade did, and they were still together. Do you and Lemonade? She didn't even put the shit on Spotify. And the one song where she mentions that nigga, if I was really about this bread, I'd put Lemonade on Spotify. Nigga, think about if Beyonce leave Jay and drop an album, nigga. Again, I saw what happened when she dropped Lemonade and Jay-Z had to sit there and eat that shit. When Jay had to sit there and eat Lemonade, that let me know who was big dick in that relationship.
Hypothesis. The other thing is that we're looking at the position of the bodies, where they are in a line. If it seems a little awkward that Tina, as being kind of the strong person that's gluing the two together, would have been placed.
And Jay-Z, here's the part that's gonna suck for you. If y'all break up and then you try to drop an album, you gonna get so embarrassed. It's just not gonna hit the same. Beyonce, anytime she decides to drop, it's over, nigga. She's one of a couple people left that when they drop, it's over. You not one of them. You just not, Jay. That shit long gone.
Between them, not on the other side. So the fact that she's on the far right and we're looking at their body language, you can see where Jay-Z and Tina are in rapport. You can see their right foot, look at it, right foot coming out at the same time. So that's rapport building. When you mirror someone's body language, they tend.
Right, because why would Jay-Z have his arm around her but not have his arm around Beyonce? Like, this is just such an awkward look. This is supposed to be family. Like, if me, my wife, her mama, and my daughter took a picture, which we have pictures, none of them look weird. Like, this looks weird. It's just some weird shit.
To be in rapport. Although Tina leans to the side, it's kind of like the lean.
So are you and Beyonce actually beefing?
Tower Pisa, you know, she almost kind of looks like she's going to tip over. She has a very
and we can't. And Jay, bro, the only thing with Jay is I haven't really said nothing about his face so much because this be how Jay take pictures. But he do get caught smiling. Jay do smile.
Rigid stance when she's standing there. She's looking off to the side. She's
yeah, I don't. Yeah, that's an inappropriate dress to me.
Obviously very consumed with people around her, the cameras and all of that kind of thing. That's why I say the stage, it's not fluid. It's not something that's natural. When I look at Jay-Z, you can see his lips pursed. That is
that's because he looks like a camel.
Form of agitation. So when we look at that, when people purse or tighten their lips, it tells you a little bit about their cognitions.
I wouldn't have risked I wouldn't have went just so I didn't risk put my daughter in a situation where somebody yelled out, "Hey Shay, did you rape her or not?" That's why you don't. Something like that happened is why you shouldn't have went, Jay.
Maybe that he's not really enjoying this as much as he's portraying when he was walking on. You can, and what I'm looking for is a cluster. I see a horizontal stressor right across his forehead, and then he has his hand in his pocket. So we've got three things, which is a cluster. You would think that Jay-Z would have incorporated Beyonce into the mix by putting his arm around Beyonce's
Thank you.
We didn't see that here. So that's why I'm saying there's almost like a separation, two different frames. Beyonce, of course, alliances are with her daughter. You can see her leaning her head towards her daughter.
You can't even tell that I've done anything. This is how that nigga was looking to Beyonce after that shit. As soon as she heard what the fuck happened, she like, man, this Joe Camel face ass motherfucker. Now these niggas is mad and they call me a camel, but I'm master the drought. What the fuck? I'm an animal. I'm telling you, number 5, on the same page, I see you, cousin. You can't tell me this ain't what this nigga be looking like. That's all I've seen this shit since I was a kid. I was like, man, Jay-Z look like fucking Joe Camel, nigga. Wearing the same suits and everything, nigga. This shit's real life, nigga. Why ain't you got your arm around Beyonce, nigga? What, she tell you that dress is too expensive for you to touch her? Don't touch me. What up, Jake?
Daughter's out up front is almost in a princess type of positioning. So overall, when I'm looking at this, the mannequin type of stance that Tina has, the agitation that Jay-Z is concealing. So what I mean by that, it's not an outward or expression. It's actually micro expressions of showing you what some of cognition might be. Now, what could the frustration be? Maybe could be the way he was placed on that stage. Could be all the cameras in front of him. So you have to consider.
Why would that agitate him when this has been them? They have been was considered the #1 celebrity couple for how long now? Jay-Z in all his songs brag about how he ain't no regular nigga, how the way he move ain't even the same. Go listen to the song Already Home and that nigga tell you, like, how the fuck am I in y'all way, nigga, when I'm on in another stratosphere?
The context of what's going on. But I think to your question is, are they united or are they not? And at this point, based on the still photo and 2 seconds of video, it really doesn't show that, you know, we are all together as one big happy family, because it's a staged setting. And that's a part that seems inauthentic.
And to be clear, you know, if it had anything to do with the lawsuit, it would be understandable. I mean, whether or not he is liable or not for these allegations.
Oh, yeah, that's definitely what he looked like. He looked like he worried about them feds, Nick. What the fuck is that? Feds, nigga. Open the door. Open the door, Jay.
To be hit with a lawsuit like this and accused of something like this, and I've mentioned this before in a prior sidebar, he knew this was coming based on the prior conversations he had.
And Jay, you got to be scared, because I'm going to be honest, Jay, when Puffy was getting them lawsuits and shit, I thought he would settle some or whatever, especially when the Cassie shit dropped. I did not think the feds would come pick him up. And when they picked him up, the feds cited a gang of shit from them lawsuits. So you got to remember, Jay, I try to tell people with Diddy that some of these people with these lawsuits was working with somebody that put them on. The feds probably, because how did Cassie get a lawyer so good? She broke as fuck at the time. But she got a lawyer so good that made Sean Combs settle in 24 hours. So I just want to put that out there, Jay. And he settled that shit, and the feds didn't give a fuck that he settled it. Even after he settled it, he said in his statement, this settlement is not an admission of guilt. And the feds, when they picked him up, that nigga stood up there with them glasses and he read shit from out of that case that you settled, or that Diddy settled. So Jay, be careful, because they will lock your ass up on this. You still don't even know who Busby is. You thought you could do Busby, but Busby still be waking up every day.
Firm, you know, it's understandable there would be a level of discomfort going on a public stage. With all this going on. I mentioned the video. Was there anything from the video that changes your analysis? You see him in a different position than just standing there. Does something from the video support your conclusion in any which way?
It doesn't support the conclusion, because I see this as performance, Jesse. I don't see this as being in authenticity, because he's not alone with his family. He's in front of a crowd. And when he's in front of
not only that, yeah, he's in front of a crowd. I guarantee that these outfits are strategic. They be having it down like that. When you this type of a celebrity, this was a strategic outfit, so he didn't look too much anything. It's definitely a performance. Because it would have been a performance even if he wasn't in trouble.
Crowd, they're all performers. So I really want to put that on the table. He's used to smiling at everybody. He's used to being very charismatic and making overfacing and smiling in front of the camera. So when you look at that, you go, okay, so is this performance or is this authentic? Is he happy about being there? It appears he is. It appears he's happy about being there. This is actually an exciting time for Beyonce and their daughter. So this is a joyous occasion. But on the other hand, you know, is it the body language of something that I would say, wow, this is authentic, fluid, natural? I feel like there's underlying emotions there and they tend to overperform on a micro level. You know, this is what I do.
I'm gonna pull up some video from these niggas on the red carpet.
I am not a body language expert that believes that you put X plus Y equals Z, because it's not grounded in research. So I always look for what we call clusters of behaviors. And I do see a cluster when it comes to Jay-Z and Tina, and just in the still photo and where they're placed. So I see that cluster. Other than that, we are using what we call subjective analysis, and it really is not scientifically based. So I think that, you know, for me, I stay on the position of research. And again, X plus Y does not equal Z.
Well, I can say one thing. Maybe this is fair, maybe it's not fair. I don't think he wanted that premiere that night after that
That's the thing. That's what made it crazy. Look at the timing. That shit hit the fan like that. Then he because he was most likely already planning on going to this. Then that shit hit the fan, and then turn around and Diddy gets another fucking 3 cases today too. They applying pressure right now.
Dude, I think when you're hit with these kind of allegations, the last thing you want to do is go on a public stage like that. So look, even if he's completely innocent of this, I have to imagine that.
Hold on, I think I hear my boy crying. All right. Stuffy nose got him. All right, we good. Give him a little water. Let's get to it.
It's not the place he wanted to be at that point.
Yeah, and to your point, and that's what you're seeing. So those micro gestures, that the horizontal line, the pursed lips, that's a form of agitation. That is a masking expression. When you're trying to throw on a happy face and look natural, you're going to see stressors or strain in the face. It's there, and I know to look for it. And when you see that, you're going, okay, well, there's some cognition that's going on there's an internal dialogue that's coming on that is leaking through some of these expressions that he's showing, and the overfacing. So the overfacing is when you overplay. When I think of overplaying, I think of Amber Heard, where she was really expressive and overfacing. Well, you also can do that with joy and happiness, like, you know, looking out into an audience and shaking their hand, and you've got the big wide smile and the big bright eyes. Well, guess what? Those are not all necessarily congruent. So when you're looking at the face and on a very
Josu, I say I agree with that 85%. I more would say that Beyonce is more protecting him from the beehive than protecting herself.
micro level of 42 muscles in the face, and you're looking for congruency. I'm looking for those incongruencies that are telling me maybe there's a slightly different cognition that's going on, and that's what I see.
You play poker? I feel like you should play poker. Has anybody ever asked you that? You'd be the best. You'd be amazing at that.
You know, I trained a lot of the investigators at the Hard Rock Cafe, so I've trained those investigators that are, yes, yeah. Oh, but I don't play poker.
Bitch, you lying.
I have no clue how to play it. I wouldn't know how to do it if I tried.
You'd be racking up right now. I mean, I think that's something, that's a side gig you should get into. My gosh, you'd be reading people, the sunglasses wouldn't hurt, they wouldn't be able to cover anything. You'd read right through it. Oh, wow, Susan Constantine, that is so interesting. Look what she was able to take literally just from a photograph. That's amazing. Thank you so much. Really appreciate it. I was curious.
Picture's worth 1,000 words, bro.
I just was curious about what we could take away from that. So thank you so much for taking the time. Really appreciate it.
My pleasure.
All right.
Let's look at this shit ourselves. Let's check this shit out. Damn, nigga, y'all got that shit in the lowest quality the world has ever seen. Yeah, y'all gotta get, come on, man. Can we get better quality than this? Let me see if I can find just a wee bit better quality. Cause I mean, y'all niggas is killing me with this. I gotta really be able to see it. Normally I don't be giving a fuck on certain shit, but this one I gotta make sure I see the faces. You know what? I'm gonna just play it from here.
Blue Ivy.
First of all, if you ever want to know how fake the media is, this is proof of how fake the media is. Because one reason why Jay-Z felt comfortable enough to go to this shit is because he know that one of these niggas wasn't gonna ask shit. None of these, it's a million cameras and reporters and shit out there. And he knew wasn't none of them gonna ask him shit. Ain't that right, Jay? I mean, that's slightly better quality.
How proud are you of Blue Ivy? How proud of you are of Blue Ivy?
Yeah, that nigga didn't think he could hear that shit. He was like, wait, that was about my daughter.
Proud of you are of Blue Ivy.
Damn, Beyonce. What? I missed. What's wrong? I missed it. Why, bro? Why? This is not a proud moment. I'm sorry. I would not be proud of this moment of my daughter just sitting up there like a fucking show animal.
Let's go, Blue! Let's go, Blue!
Man, you corny!
To your left, on your left, Blue.
Oh no. Yeah, this shit be so staged, bro. The way y'all be howling after them, like, this should be weird to me. I don't understand why Jay-Z would not be standing in the middle of them. Or are y'all trying to say that they should? I don't give a fuck what y'all I don't give a fuck y'all trying to be like, oh, they were in the movie and he wasn't. I don't give a fuck. That did look awkward. They still look awkward, even in video. Jay-Z is not smiling as much as he was before. Jay has stopped smiling, nigga. Jay was smiling before Moms came up there, bro. He's smiling right there. Now watch when Moms come up. He ain't smiling no more. Little smile right there, gone, done.
Let's get the ladies, the ladies, the ladies.
Beyonce,
In the center, in the center.
Yes, right?
Right there, right.
Wait, Jay didn't take no pictures with Just B? See, because normally this shit don't mean nothing, but in this world, in this shit, that shit do mean something. Why ain't Jay take no pictures with her? She told that nigga to bounce. Hey, you take Blue Ivy and go on down the block, bitch. She holds you, Jay.
The center, right there, right there.
Okay, there we go. Okay, Jay. I was about to say, nigga. You know why I know it was totally staged? There were no other celebrities in sight. It was like celebrities came and then it was like, look, we're going to take a 20-minute break, let Jay and them come, then take another 20-minute break, and then you can go. Where were the other celebrities? Who else was at this red carpet? Because I don't know. What do you think of Jay's body language? I think he looks shook, but like, do I think I can look at him and be like, oh, yeah, he raped her? No. Because he could be shook just because this is some bad shit to ever have to deal with. There is that. Well, before we get to the Jay-Z and Diddy story, let's talk about Diddy right quick.
Tactical nuke incoming!
We're here today to answer any questions for 3 lawsuits we filed against Sean Combs. All of these cases involve the rape of men. The facts of the case.
What was that?
Any questions for 3 lawsuits we filed against Sean Combs. All of these cases involve the rape of men. The facts of the cases are all dramatically similar. They all involved drugging of these victims, raping by Sean Combs and others, and following the rapes, threats to the safety of each one of these victims. And we're here to obtain some justice for these people for events that have been traumatizing them ever since. So that's what I'm here for. If you have any questions, happy to answer. Well, the reason is to file the suit now is fear. First of all, they're traumatized by the fact that they were raped by Mr. Combs. And then second of all, each one of them were threatened with bodily harm if they went public or they said anything to anybody. So
Diddy.
So there's strength in numbers. Now that it's public, now that Sean Combs is in jail, they feel comfortable coming out as under a pseudonym. And I know there's been a lot about why are they not announcing their names. I think most rape victims wouldn't want their names out in public. And they also don't want to end up with a target on their back. So that's one. Well, actually, they weren't all parties. There was only one that was a party. The other one, my client worked for Mr. Combs doing errands and things. And like a lot of rich guys, Sean Combs is cheap, and he didn't pay what he was supposed to do for the services that he was getting. And when my client went to meet with him to try to get paid for the work he had done, he was drugged and raped and threatened.
This ain't funny, Shay. Don't laugh, nigga. Please don't laugh. But let me get this straight. Diddy owed a nigga some money. Didn't pay this nigga. This nigga asked Diddy where the money at. Diddy drugged him, and raped him.
And of course, he never got paid. One of them was a party out in the Hamptons where there were multiple rapes by multiple people. And the other one was at the Park Hyatt here in New York. Because shortly after the incident, each one of these men were reached out to by members of his entourage at the time or after, and were told, this didn't happen, you don't want this to be public. And they knew that Sean knew people who could potentially do them harm. So they were frightened.
And were they ever offered to be paid off?
Well, with one of them, when he was drugged out and being pushed out the door, they shoved money in his pocket and said, this never happened, right?
How much money did they shove in his pocket? Was it more than 1,000?
How much money was that?
It was $2,500, I believe.
You know, Rick is so wild and has went so far off the meter. It's shit that I can't even tell you on TV. I mean, you know, for the sake of our friendship, you know what I'm saying? I'm not even gonna bring it up. But trust me, he's went there. He has went where it's like, yo, Rick, man, what the fuck is wrong with you, man? You done took this shit too far. And his response is like this. There's no such place. Darkness. Let's go to the abyss, nigga! I'm not with it, man. I don't want to go to the abyss, man. You know what I'm saying? Rick wants to go to the abyss. In fact, he dwells in the abyss. Rick James dwells in the abyss, okay? And he wants company. sometimes, you know, and for some reason, he likes to reach out for me. Whenever I'm around, when he wants to go there, he will reach out for me to try to take me to the abyss with him. And I'm not with it, man. I'm not with it. And that's when we end up, you know, tussling or whatever, you know what I'm saying?
Nigga, I'm so motherfucking appalled by what Diddy just did, bro. Understand that y'all niggas are the cheapest niggas the world has ever seen. You niggas is so motherfucking cheap, nigga. And on top of being cheap, the fact that you think you can rape me and put $2,500 in my pocket lets me further know that you don't know that I plan on leaving that $2,500 on you when they find you. You think you can rape me and put, and obviously this is alleged. You think you can rape me and shove $2,500 in my pocket and nigga, have you lost your...
And how did they know they were drugged?
Because they were talking to him like we're talking right now. They'd be given a drink, and shortly thereafter, and it's uncanny because I've spoken to 60 people, more or less, with claims, and I've only filed these 3 cases and put my name and my reputation behind them. But what would happen is they would be offered a drink, they would lose control of their bodies, they would pass out, and they'd be woken up being raped.
And anally raped?
Yes.
Okay, and was there any...
They would lose control of their bodies, they would pass out, and they'd be woken up being raped.
And anally raped?
Yes.
What'd you think he was gonna say? They was raped through their urethra? You trying to be funny, nigga.
Okay, and was there anybody else there besides Combs?
For 2 of them, yes. For the one who was the employee, no.
Okay, can you tell us who the other people were?
No, I cannot. They're not anybody famous, so...
Gene Deal? Was Gene Deal there?
I'm not making any claim like that.
Yeah, there's no claim of no celebrity A and B. It was just Diddy raping. What kind of shit is this, nigga? No, it was just Diddy raping.
The attorney for these 3 that I just detailed is Thomas Gifford, and he joins me now. Counsel, thank you very much.
Nice to meet you, Chris. Nice to see you again.
You've been doing this a long time.
Yep.
I know you.
Who is this nigga? I gotta look and find out who this nigga is and why he jumping in this room. Cause see, if it was like somebody like Gloria Allred or Ben Crump, somebody I see all the time, then I can kind of look at this situation. Ain't none of these hoes, you know how mad Gloria Allred is? She ain't representing none of these hoes. She tried to represent one bitch and that bitch got caught lying and we ain't heard from Gloria Allred since.
You by reputation.
Correct.
You are not known as a shyster lawyer who's chasing a check.
No.
First.
They put it on the table out rip. You not known for being a shyster lawyer. Doing anything for a check. No. My rate is $8,000 an hour.
First, give us some context. How many cases have you seen in your life of allegations of men saying that they were drugged and raped?
Very few. I have seen less than 10. But here's a fact. 9% of all rapes in the United States of America are men. 9%.
So it's low. And that's only what we know about because, again, culturally, nobody wants to come forward. Women don't want to be shamed by the process.
Right.
Men have even additional layers of some perceived shame. So why did you believe in these cases and why didn't you believe in others that you were presented with?
Well, the thing with a abuser, a sexual abuser, is they follow a pattern. They fall to type and you become very clear on what that pattern is, particularly a serial sexual abuser. And these cases were all identical in the facts, identical in the story. It was beginning, middle, conclusion.
They know each other?
Boom. None of them knew each other.
Did you have them meet?
No.
Did you have them coordinate stories?
No, no.
Do you think they had any contact with each other?
Great questions. I love these questions. Ask that nigga straight up. You help these niggas craft their story. They met up. You coach them. Great questions. I like that.
Before they came to you?
Absolutely not.
And when you were talking to them, well, first, the ones that you didn't take, why not?
Stories didn't make sense. Stories didn't fit the pattern. Stories were not credible. I mean, this is my 30th year as a lawyer. I've tried over 100 cases. I can assess whether somebody's story is credible. And if I don't believe it, I'm not going to put my name on a pleading, sign it, and...
Uh-oh. Diddy, you hear this shit, nigga? We got another white man that ain't scared of y'all niggas.
File it in court. I'm not doing that. And that's what I did with the 60-plus cases that I rejected.
And this is not really your area of expertise. If people look you up, celebrity lawsuits is not really where you make your bones. Why this?
Well, I was involved in the Weinstein litigation. Right. I was involved in the Paducah litigation. I was involved in the Hayden litigation. Why did I do this? I do this because it's important. I think it's important for people to be heard, have their chance to get the power back. Because sexual abuse, sexual assault is about one thing: taking power, humiliating, demeaning a person and a victim. It has nothing to do with sex. And so I think it's important. I think it's important to get the word out. I think it's important for men to feel, hey, look, I can come out and be heard just like a woman could.
And the defense that, look, they knew what they were getting into. These are regrets. They went there, they partied, and now they see a pocket.
No, I don't think so. One, my client was...
Were they gay men?
One was bisexual, the other ones were not. And they were going there. The client was bisexual, worked for Diddy. Diddy owed him money for doing errands for him and being his step and fetch, for lack of a better word. And I think it was a power move. It was a clear power move because this guy had the nerve to come to him and say, you owe me money. And so Diddy said, come on to the Intercontinental.
Oh, I owe you money, huh? I owe you money? Well, let's link up after work so I can pay you. No, I got your bread. I got it right here. Lock the door. Remember that nigga from... What was that nigga? Matt Lauer? They said Matt Lauer had that shit in his office where bitches would come in there and then he locked the door from the inside.
Hotel. He gives him the drug, knocks him out, sodomizes him, and I won't use the term that my client used, but he said he tried to turn me into his B word. And I think it was a clear power move on each and every occasion. I think the ones that took place in the Park Hyatt, that wasn't partying. My client met him at a nightclub in the city here with a music producer. He didn't think he was getting into that. The man who was raped in the Hamptons, he thought he was going to a white party. Who wouldn't want to go to a white party? I would have gone to a white party back in the day. I wouldn't go now.
Hey, nigga, ain't that right, LeBron? 'Cause ain't no party like a Diddy party. There's no party like a Diddy party. Ain't that right, bro?
They went there innocently, and this is what happened to them.
I never went. I appreciate you very much. We will follow the cases through the duration.
All right, nice to see you,
As
Chris.
things come out, you'll be welcome counsel to make the case as it's countered. Tom Jiffer, thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Right,
nice
Merry
to see you.
Christmas
Thank you. Same to you.
Forward.
All right.
Hey, thanks for watching. Go to joinnn.com to find News Nation.
Chris Cuomo, I gotta give you credit. Those were some decent questions you asked that nigga. But this lawyer, he still could be lying, right? You know what I mean? He could be full of shit. But, nigga, they coming from all over now, bro. This shit getting really bad. LeBron done took a leave of absence so he can go get some juice. I guess I'm just at a loss. I just don't. I don't know what to think about anything anymore.
Hey, everybody know ain't no party like a Diddy party, so.
Yeah, that's what's up. Yeah.
Come on, LeBron. You know what? I'm putting that on soundboard.
Hey, everybody know ain't no party like a Diddy party, so.
Yeah, that's what's up. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Everybody already know, nigga. Ain't no party like a Diddy party, nigga. You know how many hoes I done fucked at a Diddy? I mean, I ain't never been to Diddy house. What? You just said. Nigga, I've never been to Diddy's house. Well, let's check this out. Explosive allegations emerge involving Diddy and Jay-Z. Man, yeah, I played that shit from Kobe Covington earlier. That shit had me in tears.
I'm gonna start this off, since I'm the man of the hour, the man of the show. I want to ask LeBron, what does he mean by there's no party like a Diddy party? I truly want to know. And not only that, LeBron, how many Diddy parties have you actually been to? I'm really curious to know. And is that the reason you left social media, because all the backlash you were getting for going to so many Diddy parties? It's just pathetic, man. People think this guy's a role model. He wants to defund the police, the most patriot people of America, serving and protecting our country. LeBron, you're a fucking scumbag, and I hope you get locked up in the same cell with Diddy.
Joining me, special guest.
Hey, challenge that nigga to the fade. LeBron, challenge that nigga to the fade. You gonna let this nigga talk to you like that? You gotta challenge him to a fade. Please don't use the Lord's name in vain in my chat. It's like the only rule I got in my chat. I appreciate it. LeBron, you gotta catch that fade, my nigga. That's got to happen.
Rob Shooter, host of Naughty But Nice podcast and former publicist for Sean Combs, author of The 4-Word Answer.
Hold on, what is that drink? It's all good. What is that drink? I can't identify that shit, and it's looking kind of cloudy. And you looking kind of spaced out.
Rob, PR nightmare number.
Yeah, the helmet is in the building, nigga. The helmet is in the building. I'm telling you, nigga, the helmet done shrunk, nigga. The quality of helmet has gone down, bro. Hold on. See how much more vibrant the helmet was? Yeah. She ain't rocking the same helmet, man. What, Nancy, man, what happened, man? You gotta stop being mean, bro.
One, of course, if any of this is true, and he says it's absolutely not true, I can't say that enough, but if any of this is true, it's a PR nightmare. But even if it's not true, it's still a PR nightmare for Sean Carter, Rob.
Oh, absolutely. This is a crisis for the Carter family, not just Beyonce and Jay, but also the kids are involved. Her mom is involved too. Beyonce's mom is involved in this. And so this is a massive PR crisis. They knew it was coming. So they suspected this was coming for a while. So they had their statement ready to go. And the day that it was actually announced that Jay's name was announced, Beyonce was planning to walk a red carpet that night for a Disney premiere in LA. I'm told initially the family pulled out and then they changed their mind, saying if we don't turn up, it looks like we have something to hide. So they were on the red carpet less than 24 hours after these allegations, after his name was named.
Okay, and again, Rob Shooter, whether the claims are true or
Damon
false,
was happening, cuz.
it's still devastating. And you know another thing about this, the fact that Beyonce is now pulled into it. Have you ever heard the phrase, birds of a feather flock together, or...
Come on, Nancy.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
But before we go further, Nancy, I gotta ask, how many Diddy parties have you been to? Because you look like the type to be getting topless real quick. You definitely look like a drunk.
Or you lay down with a dog, you wake up with a flea. Have you ever heard either one of those?
Yeah, I have, Nancy. I know what you're getting at.
This doesn't work in a court of law. It's not really argued in a court of law because it's inappropriate and prejudicial. But no juror can help but think those two adages. If all of this is true about Sean Combs, he says he's innocent, but are all these other women lying? All I'm supposed to believe, they're all lying. And Combs is telling the truth. I don't believe that.
Well, it is possible.
If any of those claims against him are true, what is Jay-Z doing hanging around with him?
Yeah, these two grew up together in the rap world. So when Diddy started out early on in his career, Jay was starting out too. Beyonce as well. They weren't always the big superstars they were today. We forget that about celebrities, that at one point they did start out learning their craft. They were in the same sort of...
These niggas have been megastars since at least 96. Well, I'll say 97. Once they got Pac and Biggie out of the way, allegedly, Jay-Z and Diddy, or Jay-Z and Puff been best friends. Who could have teamed up and got rid of Biggie and Pac within a year and benefited from it the most? Sean Combs and Jay-Z, or Jay-Z. Period. I stand on that. Do I know for sure? No, but do I think they could have? Bro, why the fuck are they friends? Jay-Z is not Jay-Z if Biggie doesn't die. And neither is Diddy.
A group, they were hanging out together. They were probably bad boys together. But now this is coming to bite Jay-Z somewhere not very pleasant.
Well, I've got a really big indication that all is not pure paradise in the Jay-Z-Beyonce union. I mean, do you remember when Solange,
why you bringing up old shit?
Go in the elevator. And I just can't look at that enough, because when Beyonce walks off that elevator, she's not angry. She's kind of like got a half smile going on. Like she's happy. Solange gave him the 1-2.
Not Nancy done brought up the elevator, nigga.
What about it, Rob Shooter? I'm curious to know exactly when this video was, as opposed to compare to when the then 13-year-old girl makes her claim. But, I mean, that tells it all to me.
Yeah.
Bro, Nancy, can we at least have, bro, I know you don't operate in proof. That's why I wanted to watch you, just so I could laugh at just how I told y'all she wasn't going to bring any type of real insight. She's just going to be funny, at least funny to me. Bitch, you don't know shit. You can't tell me 2 Jay-Z songs, and you can't tell me anything of Diddy's. I'm going to just put that out there. Damn, Diddy, you made ABC News again, though?
I think when that video was released, it was an absolute bombshell. It's easy to think that these celebrities seem to have these perfect lives and perfect marriages. It's never the case. There's always a skeleton in the closet. There's always some family drama here. But I think what's so interesting about this video, to me, is that Beyonce did nothing. She stood by. She didn't say a word. We have video of them leaving that hotel. It was at the Boom Boom Room here in New York. And we see them walk into their cars almost with a smile on her face. Let me just quickly add too, Beyonce had a very famous
Not them pulling up the Jay-Z mugshot. CJ, you wanted to be known as this nigga. And you got a character problem, because even though you call yourself a changed man, all you do is talk about your so-called old life. You gonna have to come out and expose yourself. You gotta tell everybody, nigga, I wasn't trapping at all, ever.
Becky with the good hair. It is believed amongst the music business insiders that that's a reference to somebody that Jay was cheating on.
Okay, can I see, Shooter? You know, you Brits love a good sex story. I, however, do not. Unless it has something to do with a felony, which cheating does not, unless it's got crime scene tape around it, I don't care about it.
What kind of freak are you? So you only care about sex when it's violence involved? Nancy, let me give you a piece of advice.
This the kidnappers again, man.
Man, stop saying that shit over the phone. Damn.
I can't say shit, can I?
You know what? I ain't went to see what D. Haven said in a minute.
So they can all cheat as much as they want to. What I want to talk about with you, Shooter, is this case, the evidence. And another thing I want to ask you, before I go to Jay-Z's denials. Rob Shooter, does that sound plausible? The 13-year-old girl would be in a line to get to the VMAs and be plucked out. And remember, Rob Shooter, this is similar to what other women have said.
It really is. But the whole thing is I don't care about that, Nancy. I don't care about that, Nancy, to be honest with you. The problem with Jay in this situation is that him and Diddy should have coordinated their responses better. Because Jay-Z does not realize how he low-key he's acting like a lunatic in a way compared to Diddy. Diddy was out in public because he knew he was getting locked up. Like Jay. Nigga, if they sit Jay down, bro, this is going to be some of the most devastating shit ever. Oh, hold on, man. We got to listen to Jamie Foxx right quick, because don't you know this nigga made me mad?
Tactical nuke incoming!
First of all, for the record, Jamie Foxx, don't act like I don't remember who you are. Don't forget that. I just want to point that out.
The internet said that Puffy tried to kill me. I left them parties early. I was out by 9. Something don't look right.
You left Diddy parties at 9? Nigga, you the second most famous nigga for parties. Nigga, remember, he's a motherfucking lie. I can pull up a story right now where this nigga talks about how he actually threw one of his famous parties for Puffy. Now this nigga gonna try to turn around. Nigga, I was leaving Puffy parties by now. Shut your lying at Jamie Foxx. I cannot believe you got up on this stage and lied like this. Exactly. What Diddy party started at 9? Unreal. I heard this shit was like, Jamie, you was a motherfucking lie. And then trying to throw Diddy under the bus. Something didn't look right.
The internet said that Puffy tried to kill me. I left them parties early. I was out by 9. Something don't look right. It's slippery in here.
Well, I hang with P. Diddy, a lot, man. Sean, Puffy Combs. We hang out, man. I mean, we party. I call him Black Gatsby, man.
Jamie Foxx.
Now you don't know the nigga. You see this? You see this shit? We can dig up all types of footage of Jamie hanging with this nigga and all this shit. Now Diddy locked up. Jamie don't, bro, these Hollywood niggas be fake. Even the niggas you be thinking could be that nigga with, bro, Jamie Foxx is a fake ass nigga like the rest of them. Nigga, I was leaving the parties by 9. Bitch, shut your ass up.
Laughing off his party days with Diddy, poking fun in his Netflix comedy special, Jamie Foxx, What Had Happened Was, which is streaming now. The actor and comedian breaking his silence.
And this must be some shit where they break you in. Make you wear these leather outfits when you get ready to... Bro, every comedian had to do this humiliation thing in the 90s on. They have a medical scare or they get caught up in some type of scandal. Then they come back wearing leather, explaining themselves. Martin had the leather shit on when he had to explain himself. Kevin Hart had the leather shit on when he had to explain himself. And now here comes Jamie out here with the leather outfit on, explaining himself.
About his road to recovery.
Like, this is almost the exact same outfit that Martin had.
After his
Run tell that.
near fatal stroke last year spawned conspiracy theories on social media.
Your said I was a clone. You really thought I was a clone. Listen, I was having dinner at some eatery in Vegas, and I walk out, and my daughter's behind me, and she overheard the dude go, "That ain't that." That's a clone. Diddy got that. That's a clone. That ain't Jamie Foxx.
Jamie holds nothing back when it comes to Diddy's downfall, even referencing this shocking discovery during his federal home raids.
Baby oil, more than 1,000 bottles altogether.
Bum, 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 bum. Nigga, you really had 1,000 bottles of baby oil?
I just like. I was in that tunnel though. It was hot in that tunnel. Am I going to the wrong place in this? Because I looked at the end of the tunnel and I thought I saw the devil like, come on. Was that Puffy?
You was on your deathbed getting enticed by the devil? Nigga, if you back in this, did you not learn anything? You really sitting there telling a story where you was in that tunnel and the devil was telling you to come on. Nigga, if this is what you happen to you, nigga, I don't feel like you taking this shit seriously, kid.
I'm around, but if it was Puffy, he had like a flaming bottle of Johnson and no, I'm just kidding.
I want to laugh because the shit funny, but nigga, I know this is the same shit with Jay. I'm not gonna let Jay just start throwing Diddy under the bus, and I'm not gonna let you do it. Both of y'all niggas was running tough with Diddy the last 2 decades, nigga. You made fun of motherfucking Diddy and motherfucking I might need security, and then you got your mind right after that and been hanging with that nigga ever since. 20 fucking years. Now y'all niggas all act like y'all don't know Diddy all of a sudden. Nah, This lets me know that Diddy's probably guilty and y'all niggas are too. And the fucked up thing is, y'all might think that Diddy ain't guilty and like still, y'all don't want people looking into y'all. Jamie Foxx is literally known for throwing parties in Hollywood and shit. After Diddy, it's Jamie. Look it up.
And he hangs out and he makes it. He says, he'll tell you he's rich. He's rich as he wants to be. He is really 52% tax bracket. He does not mind telling you.
But I gotta tell you this, Atlanta, you can't clone this. I brought you too much original. It ain't enough clone juice in the world to clone me.
Nigga, you don't even look like you. We've never seen you have this body type ever. When have you ever seen Jamie Foxx built like this?
But I gotta tell you this, Atlanta, you can't clone this.
When the fuck have you ever seen Jamie Foxx built like this?
I brought you
and I didn't think, I wasn't thinking much of the cloning shit until you, like, you really trying to convince me right now. I ain't think too much of the clone shit, but you seem like you really trying to convince me right now, though.
He says, he'll tell you he's rich. He's rich as he wants to be. He is really 52% tax bracket. He does not mind telling you.
But I gotta tell you this, Atlanta, you can't clone this. I brought you too much original. It ain't enough clone juice in the world.
First of all, nigga, for a nigga that claim, why would you be performing in a dark room with red lights when you want me to believe that you was getting enticed by the devil? Did you make a deal with the devil to come back? Nah, Jamie, you didn't do that, did you? You did. Oh, come on, Jamie.
To clone me.
Nigga said he dressed like an ace bandage. Yeah, and do not say clone juice. Agree with that. I agree with that statement. I saw that shit. I'm like, no, Jamie Foxx ain't trying to take cheap shots at Diddy. Like, let me see if I can find this. Just a quick search. You know what? We'll go right here. Because I know motherfuckers thought I made this shit up. So maybe y'all should hear from somebody. Again, when the internet was first, like the internet as far as people really being on it, getting like hip hop news and shit like that. Like there was some shit that like once YouTube blew up, a lot of like old things that people knew weren't the same. Like TMZ wasn't the same. Like, like who remembers Smoking Gun? The Smoking Gun. That was like the TMZ of our day. And a lot of these joints was on fucking Smoking Gun. And then it was like, I guess niggas forgot about them. I don't know what the fuck. But this was one I never forgot about because it stunned me for a long time.
Yeah, it's crazy, man. But looking at this Jaguar Wright interview, she also alleging that Jamie Foxx, he be having naked basketball games at his house.
See, this is why I don't be rocking with Jag Wright like that, is because a lot of the stories she tell be stories that people knew about before they were on YouTube. She's just bringing a lot of older stories to YouTube and making it seem like she's the one they exclusively know. That's why I be like, she don't be lying like that, but she be misrepresenting a lot how she got the info. A lot of this shit people knew and just forgot about.
Is there any truth to that?
Wow. So look, let me tell you, let me clear something. First of all, who in the hell gonna have a naked basketball game? That's not accurate. Nobody have a. So let me explain. First of all, I remember a basketball game, right? I do remember a basketball game, but I remember Jamie being working on a film called Jarhead. Wasn't nowhere around. When the situation was at Bay. But so listen, so at the basketball game, it was actually a basketball game. It wasn't like dudes and it just.
So you was playing too. Go ahead.
Playing basketball naked. Nah. It's just like how when you play basketball and horse, it was horse. So say you got some girls and guys and it's horse. And you're playing horse and you miss. And somebody be like, may take off a ring or take off.
No. So y'all were playing basketball. This nigga sat here trying to be like niggas wasn't playing basketball naked to now turn around and be like niggas was playing basketball getting naked. Fellas, have you ever played a game of horse where you making niggas take their clothes off? 1 for yes, 2 for no. Get the fuck out. Get the fuck out of here. This nigga try to cape for them. Like somebody be playing basketball naked. You know, you just shooting basketball and y'all taking off y'all clothes and nigga, what? Oh no.
You try to take off a shoestring, you try to take off everything but because you know you playing a game. So it really was a game of horse that was like, oh, if you miss something, take a sock off or not nobody just going outside.
That sound like grooming. This sounds like grooming. And nigga, bro, this is Hollywood niggas, bro. Hollywood niggas be talking about some shit that sound weird as fuck to everybody else. I've never heard of strip basketball ever in my life. Never heard of this. I'm a hoops fanatic. I ain't never thought, bro, I'm gonna do this shit with Christy now when I get my own court. But that's the other thing. What court are we gonna do this at? We gonna just be out in public playing strip basketball. What the fuck is he talking about? And this nigga looking at us like it wasn't like we were just playing basketball naked. You just went on to describe just that. Shirts versus skins is not strip basketball. See, again, he was talking about, he never even said anything about shirt. He said a sock. Wait, what? Keep going, Tyron.
Ain't no naked ass basketball. She just, whatever it is, just going off of what someone is saying. So it's not,
Now, here's the rub. Here's the rub. Nigga, Jamie Foxx issued apologies to his neighbors. He issued apologies to his neighbors. And then y'all niggas, man, it just sounds like some shirts versus skins. All right. Okay. Whatever you say, boss.
You have to see you'd have to see a naked basketball game, right? So who so all right, just for a second. Who will actually play a naked basketball?
No, that's not how we gonna do that. Nah, see, this is when you sound like you lying. When you start asking me shit like, come on, nigga, who would do that? I was told y'all. What do you mean you would do that? I was told it was y'all. That's why I'm shocked about it. It's because I didn't think that anybody would do that, but now I come to find out that you niggas are doing it. Like, now come on, man, come on. Playing, we was naked. All right, we did shooting. Had to take, just takes a sock off. They were shooting to take each other's socks off. Make this make sense. All right.
Basketball game, like, hey man, we finna go outside. We ain't got no. We just naked. We gonna. That sound.
That's not how it. I don't believe it went down like that. I believe y'all was playing basketball and the molly kicked in. Yeah, take off a shoestring. Nigga, y'all was hooping. That motherfucking molly started kicking in, nigga. Niggas got butt naked and got the hooping, nigga. Pop the molly and they sweating, nigga. Like we just go sit here and say, come on, man, let's go outside and play basketball naked. Nigga, that ain't how that shit went down.
Come on, man. Stop.
So this is secondhand information she getting.
It has to be secondhand information. For one, that doesn't even. He wasn't even there. He's doing jarhead.
So y'all was over there naked playing basketball and the nigga wasn't even there. Tyron, why you caping like this, nigga? Tyron, why you caping, nigga? I promise. The way it came out was one of the neighbors told, I believe it was the smoking gun, because Jamie Foxx issued apologies to the neighbors. I don't want to say that he said the words naked basketball, but he did issue apologies to the neighbors over the said incident. I'm not even bullshitting. I'm gonna really look for this shit tonight when I get off the air and pull the shit for tomorrow. Jamie Foxx goes sit here and try to act like he ain't, nigga. What the fuck, nigga? Diddy. Matter of fact, I'm gonna watch that nigga stand up tonight. Is that, bro? Look, okay, I'm done with the NBA. So I already thought the NBA was fake as fuck, but for Bronny to get 30 points in a G League game tonight, when everybody's talking about LeBron gone juicing, man, I'm done. I'm done, bro. Now Bronny got 30 in a G League game. And I'm supposed to care about that shit. Oliveri's averaging 30 on the same team. He's averaging that. But LeBron, you ever played basketball over Diddy house? Huh?
Everybody know ain't no party like a Diddy party, so.
Yeah, that's what's up. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Hey, and I don't care what Bronny did. We don't want him in Oakland. You stay your bitch ass in LA and y'all make that shit. Y'all win a championship. J-Rock, I promise I'm gonna try to find all this shit tomorrow, by tomorrow's show. Because what I've learned is crazy now that I'm like 42 and I be having to think like I'm out of that like 20s range where it's like when you know something that's 20, you be realizing that everybody around you be knowing some shit or know of some shit. Especially like things that were considered viral. That's the best example. Is like things that were considered viral literally aren't talked about anymore. Like I brought that shit up with the Ray Charles shit where it was like that Diet Coke shit. That was a level that was viral back then. It was so fucking popular and everybody was saying it. Now you gotta tell people, show people, teach people about it. And that's where we at with a lot of this shit, like with Jay-Z, Jamie Foxx, even Diddy, where it's like, man, y'all don't even know. Like what y'all see now is them tame. They used to say way worse shit, putting shit in songs, acting a certain way in public. Like they, bro. So now y'all understand, because I know some of y'all was feeling like when people be like, oh, Jay-Z's next, Jay-Z's next. And I know y'all was like, why? And that's why I like Jag, she didn't get no points for saying that Jay-Z was next. I know a lot of people try to give her points, but like I said, the shit that I can't confirm none of the shit that she be saying that people don't already know about. She pulls up old ass stories that most people on fucking YouTube ain't heard, and then she acts like it's some fucking secret jar, secret file she done pulled out of her fucking folder. Where it's like, no, just people ain't mention that shit. That shit, everybody remember that shit. Oh yeah, yep. Yeah, so I'm just like, I'm waiting to see if Jay gonna get locked up. I want to see if Jay gonna get locked up. Let's see what the feds are talking about with Diddy.
Drama in the case of Sean Diddy Combs continues as the defense accuses the government of misconduct and prosecutors respond that the defense is keeping them from doing their job. We're going to analyze the latest flurry of legal filings.
Bro, I'm telling you, Jag Wright is the queen of pre-internet stories. That's her gig. All the shit that, like the shit that I know that she be telling the truth about, I'm like, yeah, but you just telling that's a story that either was at the beginning of hip-hop internet, because hip-hop internet really wasn't until like 2006, 2007, where you can start finding some news for real and beefs were happening and thisis50.com type shit, and World Star was the closest, I guess, and then even that. But Smoking Gun was like TMZ. I remember I used to read celebrity writers on the Smoking Gun, and I used to be in awe. Like, one of the craziest writers I ever read was, bullshit you not, Jennifer Lopez. And this is when I realized I didn't fuck with her. The way that the fucking dressing room had to be with a certain color white and all this thing, a certain amount of these certain flowers and a certain amount of this and a certain amount of that and all this stuff. And this was for this bitch performing at like a USO, or what is it? What is that, like that military shit? The USO? Is that right? I don't want to be mispronouncing it. But it's like, this was like for the motherfucking, this was like some charity shit. And her rider was like $2 million worth of shit. Like, no, I was reading it in utter disbelief. She needed all white everything. It had to be a certain amount of candles. It was certain types of flowers, a certain amount, and this, bro. It was the most insane shit I'd ever heard in my life. The light had to be a certain way. The lights had to be a certain way. Let me see if I can find a Jennifer Lopez rider right quick. Stop fucking playing. This might even be the exact one I read. Look at this old ass smoking gun page. That's crazy that that was like the first fucking result that came up. And then it says the smoking gun since 1997 is wild. The writer below outlines the personal preferences as outlined as by the artist. The meal items are to give you better understanding of her taste and to ensure that where she is staying or the venue she is attending, that allowance is made to accommodate such preferences. The beverages, flowers, and linens are items which should be part of her stay at any properly acquired on her behalf. Bro, what is with this writing? Do you know English? If for any reason these items cannot be acquired, please notify Johanna Hyatt immediately or page her. Boop, boop, boop. Thank you for your time and attention to these important details, which will ensure a more comfortable stay for the artist and her entourage. A 45-foot trailer with triple slide outs and 2-entry doors, minimum 40-foot trailer when 45-foot trailer not available. Amenities that absolutely must be in trailer include CD player, TV VCR, hair sink and makeup station. Dressing room requirements: white room, white flowers, white tables or tablecloths, white drapes, white candles, white couches. No catering in the actual dressing room except beverages. Everything else outside. Large comfortable chair for hair and makeup. White sheets. Mango, green seedless grapes, pineapple, cantaloupe, papaya, honeydew melon, watermelon, chocolate chip cookies, apple pie a la mode, brownies, vanilla ice cream, Evian water at room temperature, Snapples, raspberry, lemon, and iced tea Snapples, some Nantucket's fruit punch, Kerns, apricot, mango, pear, guava, peach, no tomato, apple, or grape juices, bitch. Yellow roses with red trim, white lilies, white roses, balanced bars, honey peanut, VCR and CD player in room always, no exceptions. Candles, what? Tuberous figure and heliotrope. This bitch is, nigga, ho, we gonna just bring in a box of Popeyes. Diptyque candles, that's some expensive shit. What the fuck, nigga? This hoe, bro. Like, what the fuck, nigga? Like, and but then Diddy tell you to put the pistol in your purse and you just do it. Oh, how you gonna be bougie but carrying pistols for Diddy at the same time? This shit don't be making sense, nigga. She's just Jenny from the block. Used to have a little, now I want a lot, bitch. I want a lot of everything, nigga. Now. This bitch gonna act like, oh, and hold on, we not done either. I shouldn't have changed the way, but we back. Thirsty bitch. And she basic too. Oh no. Steamer, ironing board, iron, wardrobe rack. Music. We need assortment of current R&B, hip hop, and salsa. Afro-Cuban all-stars, Jill Scott, Emile Lariot, Wyclef Jean, Puerto Rock, MDO, Marvin Gaye, Macy Gray, Maxwell, Tatiana Ali, Lauryn Hill, Enrique Iglesias, De La Soul, Tatiana Ali. Bitch, are you oh, you can't even make this up. Eddie Santiago, Buena Vista Social Club, Lucy Pearl, Next, Ideal, Joe, Maya, Jurassic 5, Michael Speaks, So Plush, D'Angelo, The Fugees, 3LW. The 90s, nigga. Matchbox 20, Mark Anthony. Mark Anthony. Strings, Beck, Morchi B, Tony Vega, Santana, Tony Braxton, Jagged Edge, Destiny's Child, Common, Donnell Jones, Kelly Price, Carl Thomas, Nelly, Mary J. Blige, Green Velvet. So let me get this straight. In order to book you, I got to make sure I got every other artist that I could have booked instead. What kind of shit is this? The answer is no. Like, bitch, this is like $2,000 of CDs. No Diddy, no Jay. Fuck them, huh? You want to hear Tatiana Ali, but Ja Rule ain't on this motherfucker. What's my motherfucking name? R-U-L-E. Fuck that bitch, she ain't picking my name. I'd have told this bitch no to all of that shit. The answer is no, bitch. Look, we're gonna have a bucket of chicken in there. We'll make sure you got a mirror so you can see. And she do got Latin artists. Mark Anthony. Come on, Demisha, you heard Mark Anthony name on there. Mark Anthony on there. Nigga, Mark Anthony's on there. He was accounted for, nigga. Mark Anthony, you nutted in that bitch, you goofy motherfucker. You a goofball. Y'all swear J-Lo is a 10, bro, and nigga, I just don't see it. Come on, Diddy. Let's see what the feds is talking about.
Palm Beach County State Attorney
Amber, what's happening?
Dave Arenberg. Welcome to Sidebar, presented by Law and Crime. I'm Jesse Weber. Hey, so before we jump into this, I have an exciting announcement I got to tell you about.
They get crazy over that shit, Amber. They do.
First, the video version of Sidebar is now available on Spotify. That's right. We are so thankful for you guys, your support of Sidebar. Us getting this show on Spotify video truly is due to how loyal this audience is. So thank you so much. And yes, you can now watch and listen on the go. From Diddy to the United Healthcare CEO shooting to crazy court moments, it is all on Spotify now. So you can scan the QR code on screen or click the link in the description to follow Sidebar on Spotify. As disgraced rapper Sean Combs, known worldwide as Diddy, prepares to spend Christmas behind bars in New York, his first Christmas behind bars in New York, his legal team is very hard at work, and they are writing up briefs and motions that they're filing with the court in the Southern District of New York, because that's where Combs faces federal charges of racketeering, conspiracy, sex trafficking through force, fraud, or coercion, transportation to engage in prostitution. And remember, investigators allege that Combs was using his power, his wealth, his influence to force people to participate in so-called freak-offs, these prolonged sex orgies that sometimes involve drugs and commercial sex workers. My gosh, how many times I've said freak-offs in the past 3 months is pretty unbelievable, but again, that's where we are. So anyway, there we have the criminal charges, but we also can't forget the civil lawsuits. They continue to pour in against Combs, and new witnesses also reportedly are testifying before the grand jury in the criminal case. So we're waiting to see, one of the things we're waiting to see is...
Hold on, nigga. Before we get all the way into this, we got to read Beyonce's rider, nigga. Hold on, nigga. Hold on, nigga. We got to read Beyonce's rider. This shit, I saw the first couple words, said, nigga, what? I just Googled crazy celebrity riders. It was like a list popped up. Nigga, Beyonce's number 1 on one list and like number 4 on the other. Beyonce hospitality rider. Beyonce must have 1 VIP dressing room capable of accommodating 8 people, 1 large table for catering dressed with white tablecloths, Like, why the fuck do I care? Like, be honest. Why do I give a fuck what the catering looks like? Just get the catering in there. Dressing room should be at a temperature 78%. You mean degrees? Why would you say 78% and then put 78 degrees in? With comfortable sofas and chairs to accommodate guests, vanity areas should have enough room, counter space, and outlets to accommodate both hairstylists and makeup artists. With 2 director's chairs, there must be sufficient lighting, forgot to put B, to ensure makeup is applied properly for stage lighting and camera lighting. Beyonce must also have a private bathroom that's cleaned with disinfectant and antibacterial products before she arrives. Bathroom should be stocked with tissue paper, soap, paper towels, and a minimum of 4 brand new white towels, 2 face and 2 bodies. Or 2 body. I ain't getting too crazy yet. But you close. And right, how is Beyonce getting ready in 78 degrees? That's crazy. Hot food. Food should be prepared and placed in dressing room no earlier than 15 to 20 minutes prior to Beyonce's arrival to ensure freshness. Juicy baked chicken legs, wings, and breasts only. Why did it juicy bake? What the fuck is that? Here come niggas. Please season with fresh garlic, seasoned salt, black pepper, and cayenne pepper, heavily seasoned. What the fuck? Steamed garlic broccoli, lightly seasoned green beans, lightly seasoned steamed spinach. All drinks should be heavily iced down with an additional bucket of clean ice for serving. Because of contractual agreements, Beyonce can only have Pepsi products. There cannot be any competitor's products anywhere she or her entourage may be photographed. 1 large turkey deli tray with assorted sliced cheese. 1 large vegetable tray with low-fat dip, cut lettuce, and sliced tomatoes. 1 case of Aquafina water, half cold, half room temperature. 1 case of Pepsi, Diet Pepsi. 6 bottles of Diet Lemon Snapple or a variety of Diet Snapple flavors. 1 hot tea setup. Please have new coffee pot. Sliced lemon wedges. All necessary condiment. Ketchup, mustard, mayonnaise, equal, hot sauce. Bitch, you got hot sauce in your bag. You good. Rose scented candles, lighter for candles, CD player, 2 fresh floral arrangements, proper utensils, and china. Dancers. Our dancers must have 1 male and 1 female dressing room, each capable of accommodating 6 to 8. What the fuck kind of math is this? When we say 8, we actually mean 6 to 8 people. 1 large table for catering, dressed with white tablecloths. Dressing room should be at a temperature 78%, 78 degrees, with comfortable chairs to accommodate all personnel. There should be no less than 10 clean white towels in each dressing room. Hot food. Food should be prepared and placed in the dressing room no earlier than 15 to 20 minutes prior to the dancer's arrival to ensure freshness. Okay, Beyonce, shout out. Look out for your people. Each dressing room shall have the following. Juicy baked chicken wings. Wait, y'all don't get all that other shit? Wait. Never mind, Beyonce. Never mind. They get legs, wings, and breast. The dancers just get wings, nigga. Chicken wing and fries, nigga. We don't go on dates. They only get wings, nigga. She get wings. She got a whole rotisserie pit in her shit. I'm done, nigga. These niggas only get wings. Please season with fresh garlic, seasoned salt, black pepper, and cayenne pepper, heavily seasoned. Wait, they don't get no sides either? These niggas get wings and a deli tray, nigga. Assorted deli tray with assorted sliced cheese, one fresh cut fruit tray, large vegetable tray with low fat dip, cut lettuce and sliced tomatoes, one case of cold Aquafina water, if y'all want some room temperature, too fucking bad, a case of Pepsi and a case of Diet Pepsi and a case of Red Bull, all necessary condiments. They get all types of sides and shit seasoned and served. Man, y'all cheap as fuck, nigga. You Beyonce. Them niggas be out there dancing harder than you. I'm floored, bro. Green room. Hot food. Food should be prepared and placed in the dressing room no earlier than 15 to 20 minutes prior to the dancer's arrival to ensure freshness. Each dressing room should have the following: chicken wings. So basically another setup of the chicken wings. This has to be like a power thing, right? It's just like an ego thing where it's like they can't have the same thing I have. That's wild business, nigga. Chicken wing and fries, nigga. We don't go on dates. Then you can get some of these wings and you can get some of that fruit tray. Slice some, get some of that. Nigga, eat that lettuce. That's sliced, nigga. That's cut lettuce, nigga. I pay y'all salary. I pay a damn good salary at that. Them niggas flexing, nigga. Bitch, just get out there and perform. Why you need all of this? That's what I'm saying. Look, nigga, we got y'all a large pizza. We got a large pizza for each dressing room. And it's been in there about half an hour. That bitch is cold, but we do got a microwave in there.
If the government will file a superseding indictment, adding or amending those federal charges, possibly, maybe even adding
I can only imagine Diddy Rider.
Defendants too? We'll see. Now, to be clear, and it's always important to emphasize this, Combs has not only denied all wrongdoing, but he has not been found guilty of any sex crime or found liable in any of these civil suits. You know, I say he's denied all wrongdoing, but he did essentially admit to his actions on that 2016 surveillance tape of him beating his ex-girlfriend Cassandra Ventura in a hotel hallway.
Hold on, I think I hear my boy crying. Damn. All right, my bad. We back.
Even his mother, in a legal statement, seemed to acknowledge that was him. But putting that to the side, the rapper was arrested outside of his hotel in New York City back in September. And his attorneys say, look, he had planned to turn himself in, but agents arrived a day early to take him into custody. He's been at the Metropolitan Detention Center ever since. And his attorneys have argued from really the very beginning.
Wait, time out. Before we move forward, I just thought about something. Didn't they say that Beyonce had a Pepsi deal? So why the fuck we gotta provide Pepsi? You the one with the Pepsi deal, bitch. You bring the Pepsi. I wish that bitch would tell me, hey, just make sure ain't no Coke products because I can't be seen with Coke products. Well, bitch, you better back the Pepsi truck up.
Several times that the steps taken by the prosecution are not only wrong, but they say they're unconstitutional. They want this case thrown out. And what we want to do right now is get into the latest battle over what's called a filter team or taint team. Now, Combs' counsel says that the group, which is supposed to help protect Combs and keep the prosecution from seeing privileged information, isn't doing its job. So what is a filter team? Why are they controversial? Well, I'm not going to talk about this.
Hit the like button.
By myself. I have somebody to help me answer that. Going to break down what is going on here between the prosecution and the defense. So to join me to talk about this, I want to bring back on State Attorney for Palm Beach County, Florida, Dave Ehrenberg is back with us. Dave, good to see you.
Jesse, great to be with you.
What is a filter team, Dave?
Remember when the feds raided Rudy Giuliani's house? Remember that?
Nigga, what happened to y'all video, nigga?
Giuliani's a lawyer, and so you can't... Jesse, great to be with you.
What is a filter team, Dave?
All right.
Remember when the feds raided Rudy Giuliani's house? Remember that? Giuliani's a lawyer, and so you can't go into attorney-client privilege. So how do the feds know the difference between what they're allowed to see and what they're not allowed to see? What if
Diddy been in PC telling on Jay? Because okay. If nothing else, Jay feel like Diddy either is telling or will tell. Because Jay instantly started throwing Diddy under the bus. He cited Diddy's case with Cassie in his motion to dismiss. Why would he do that?
privileged and what is not.
And privileged, you mean private communications between his attorneys or things that are done in anticipation of the trial, right? Work product.
Correct. See, prosecutors aren't allowed to see everything. There are limits.
Man, we reading Diddy
you have
right
the Constitution, that pesky thing called the Constitution. There's the Fourth Amendment. You've got attorney-client privilege and all these other privileges, executive privilege. So to prevent the prosecutors from being tainted with information they're not allowed to see, they have what's called a taint team.
These are prosecutors?
Yeah, people from within the Department of Justice. They have special prosecutors. And because the word taint team was kind of unseemly and ugly, they decided to change it to filter team. So now we call it the filter team. And that's all it is. It's just the people who stand between the actual prosecutors on the case and the defendant.
And they are not part of the case at all. They're not prosecuting Sean Combs. They are separate, independent. That's what they're supposed to be.
Correct.
Okay. All right. So with that in mind, Combs' defense team, they have raised serious concerns about this filter team before. And it was mostly in connection with photographs of notes that were taken from Sean Combs' cell or his unit at the Metropolitan Detention Center in Brooklyn, which the defense says were protected under attorney-client privilege. So back in October, there was a federal raid at the MDC. It reportedly had nothing to do with Combs being there. This is according to officials. But it was pre-planned. It seems Combs' defense lawyers would disagree. They said this is really just a pretext. But as part of that sweep, Combs was questioned and photographs were taken of, seems Combs' defense lawyers would disagree. They said this is really just a pretext. But as part of that sweep, Combs was questioned and photographs were taken of items that were found in his unit as part of this search for contraband. And we told you before, the MDC is just notorious.
But why would they do that? Why would they be taking pictures? Why wouldn't they just do the search?
For drugs, weapons, all sorts of violence and misconduct. But according to prosecutors, an investigator at the Bureau of Prisons let prosecutors know that the photos were taken of Sean Combs' writings, these notes, these potential communications. So to be on the safe side, prosecutors say they had the photos go through the filter team first, and some of the photos were sent back to the government, who apparently used them as evidence as part of their opposition to Sean Combs getting bail. What evidence? Well, in one of their filings in support of keeping Combs behind bars, the government wrote, the government argued that the defendant was actively continuing his efforts to obstruct justice while in custody, including by, among other things, attempting to influence witness testimony. In support, the government cited...
But how do you fit? How could you? What did you find a list in Diddy's cell that said witnesses we gotta wipe off or something? Like, even if he has a witness list, that doesn't mean he has it because he's getting ready to do something to these motherfuckers.
Excerpts of portions of the photographs that discuss the defendant paying a...
The reason why I'm saying this is because the feds are starting to get sloppy with Diddy, and I'm like, man, if this nigga did it, y'all gonna make it so he go home?
Potential witness and on other potential victims and witnesses, which have been provided to the government after review by the government's filter team. So the defense argued that the notebooks had the word legal written across the top, indicating, they were privileged, they shouldn't be looked through, they shouldn't be photographed. But that led to a hiccup because the judge wanted to know exactly when legal was written on one or several of these notebooks. And he also wanted to know if the defense was maybe trying to mislead the court on this issue, even called the defense out for maybe not being entirely accurate with when it was labeled or what was labeled. But in the end, Judge Arun Subramanian, the judge overseeing this case, did order the prosecution to get rid of copies of 19 pages of material. And
that's devastating. That's devastating. Y'all went from trying to get some shit put as evidence in the case. They said not only no, but you need to destroy the copies you have. That was an L for the feds.
Said that they couldn't use it as evidence in their motion to deny bail at this upcoming bail hearing. And by the way, that bail hearing ended with Sean Combs being denied bail a third time. But the judge did set a schedule for briefing and arguing about whether the photographs were a violation of Sean Combs' rights and what would the remedy be. Now, the defense is very unhappy with how the prosecutors and filter team are currently handling things, and they filed a motion for a hearing, suppression, and other relief. And according to that filing, the defense claims that the prosecution bypassed protocol that was in place for what to do if they received privileged information, and instead the filter team just gave mostly everything over to the government. In their filing, the defense gave several examples of cases from around the country where the validity of a filter team has been questioned, some dating back to 1994, others as recent as 2022. And the defense writes, the cases above recognize that in general, the use of a neutral arbiter, such as a special master, is more likely to protect a defendant's rights than the use of a prosecutorial taint team. And whatever the general merits of the taint team procedure, the filter team in this case utterly failed. Despite seeing references to defense experts, paralegals, witnesses, cross-examination strategy, and even names of defense lawyers, it failed to mark the material as privileged. They go on to say this extraordinary violation of Mr. Combs' Fourth and Sixth Amendment rights also constitutes outrageous government conduct that violates his Fifth Amendment right to due process.
Let's say they did all of that. Them niggas still ain't letting you go, did he? They wouldn't even take your 50 M's. Which should make you scared, Jay. I know you worth $2.5 billion, but what does that mean when you can't use any of it to get out of jail? Just remember that.
Dave, these are serious allegations. What do you make of it?
Well, I disagree with the defense lawyers that this is outrageous political or prosecutorial conduct because the prosecutors have been doing this type of thing for years. Remember, this was the argument that the defense is making that Donald Trump made in the Mar-a-Lago documents case, that before prosecutors should ever look at anything retrieved, we need to go to a special master first. That's what Judge Cannon
What's a special master?
That's like a judge, a magistrate who will review the documents. This is what the defense here wants. They don't want the prosecutors to say it. They essentially say that the taint team is tainted because how do you have a neutral set of prosecutors when you work for the Department of Justice? Your colleagues are the prosecutors. That happens all the time. And when Donald Trump and Judge Cannon tried to make this argument, they lost because the appellate court said, no. It is fine for the filter team to do this because they're not involved in the case. Also, prosecutors take an oath. If they find exculpatory evidence, meaning evidence that could clear someone, they have to turn it over. It's different than a defense lawyer who's purely seeking the interests of the defendant.
But their argument would be these are materials that are clearly attorney-client or work product privilege, and it was handed over to the prosecutors improperly. And look what the
That's the thing. If they grabbed anything out of the nigga legal folder, they're gonna be in trouble for it.
judge said. The judge said delete get rid of the 19 pages of copies you have. So, I mean, again, talk to me about, do they have an argument here, the defense? And B, what rights does he have while in detention? He talks about his due process rights. I mean, also, I believe his rights to reasonable search and seizures, a Sixth Amendment right. Talk to us about what rights he has while being detained, and also, does he have an argument here?
Well, this whole situation shows that the process works. It works because the filter team reviewed it. The filter team made a determination that these were not covered by attorney-client privilege, pass it on, and then the judge said, no, I disagree. We're going to throw it all out. And the prosecutors were not able to use that. The system works. You know, no one is perfect. This is a judgment call. But also, I think it is kind of interesting that the judge sort of shared my suspicions that it looks like Diddy wrote the term legal on everything. Like,
well, we don't know if it was him or someone else. So, yeah.
But, you know, just by putting the term legal doesn't make it privileged. You know, it's not like you can say Beetlejuice and all of a sudden everything disappears, because here it looks like a lot of the stuff was not really privileged, was evidence of witness tampering. But they got away with it because they put the term legal, and the judge said, you know, we're going to err on the side of protecting the defendant, which is why, to your last question, the system is working because the defendant continues to have protection. Sixth Amendment right to a fair trial, to right to a lawyer, the Fourth Amendment right to unreasonable searches and seizures. You have all these protections, attorney-client privilege. And so the judge here is recognizing that and protecting Diddy's rights. And so I think the system worked.
Is there a scenario where an indictment can be thrown out because of serious violations of privilege or constitutional rights? Because that's what they're asking for.
Well,
one of the things they're asking for.
That's why they're saying this is outrageous conduct by the prosecutors.
Of course that's what they're going to say.
If this was an innocent mistake, then no, it would not be thrown out. If it was intentional misconduct, then yes, that could happen. That could be the penalty. That's what they're going for. But there's no evidence there is intentional misconduct. They went through the proper process that's used in every case where you have this filter team.
Well, Diddy do got that bread, but we've learned that Diddy ain't been able to do shit with his money but buy a commissary.
The filter team says this is privilege, this is not, and if the judge disagrees, the judge throws it out. That's exactly what happened here.
They're also asking, I think, for a minimum to look into this filter team, also look into the prosecutors, and maybe possibly disqualify any of the prosecutors who were involved in this. And the way I think you would look at that is to say, you know, A, if they engaged in wrongdoing, they shouldn't be part of the prosecution. But B, if they've already viewed what was privileged and work product, if they've already viewed privileged material, they shouldn't prosecute this case. That's not fair to Sean Combs. What would your argument be to that?
Depends how damaging the privileged material is. If it's because the filter team gave them something that they're not allowed to see, and it only pertains to the question of pretrial release, well, that doesn't go to the ultimate issue of the case. That should not disqualify the prosecutors. If the prosecutors saw something that they should not see as to whether Sean Diddy Combs is guilty or not, then perhaps that is an argument that that prosecutor should be removed from the case. But there's no evidence of that here. There's no evidence of intentional wrongdoing. What you're seeing is very well-paid, very aggressive defense lawyers doing their jobs for their high-profile, wealthy client.
And by the way, as an aside, let me also say real quick, it's not just us here at Long Crime that have been covering these Diddy stories and updates for you. Websites all over the internet are grabbing readers with headlines like, Puff Daddy stays in jail for trying to influence witnesses. Woman sues Sean Combs for raping her. And that is exactly where a platform like Ground News comes.
No, Jesse. Look, here's what I'll say. I'll say that it's just a game of cat and mouse. You know, they trying to push up against the line as far as they can, and Diddy and them trying to push up against the line as far as they can. We'll see how it turns out.
Sean Diddy Combs claims to be a bad boy for life, while Jay-Z rapped about having 99 problems. But it looks like the duo may have one more problem on their hands.
A bitch. Ain't that right, Jay?
The pair rose to fame in the 90s and remained close friends over the years, both beating jail time with their 1999 involvement in separate crimes. However, the duo now face more legal allegations.
How did they ever become a duo?
when a woman accused them of raping her at a house party when she was just 13 years old in the year 2000. Both Diddy and Jay-Z have denied the allegations. So how did these two initially link up? Let's dive into the rapper's years-long friendship. In 1996, Jay rose to stardom following the release of his debut album, Reasonable Doubt, which featured...
And Biggie died a year later. Jay-Z drops his motherfucking debut album, Pac get burnt, and then Biggie get burnt a year later. Everybody be like, yeah, everybody believed Diddy had something to do with both of them. Cool. Well, if that's the case, then I'm sorry that he teamed up with Jay to do it.
The notorious B.I.G., who was signed to Diddy's Bad Boy Records label. At the time, Diddy had already been established as a music mogul. However, he found success as a solo MC with his debut single, Can't Nobody Hold Me Down. The New York-born rappers collaborated on Diddy's debut album, No Way Out, and Jay's second album, In My Lifetime, Volume 1, which was released following the March 1997 death of Biggie.
Memphis.
It was 1999 when both Diddy and Jay-Z faced legal woes. Jay was arrested and charged with stabbing Lance Rivera during a heated argument in a Manhattan nightclub. He turned himself in to police for the stabbing and was placed under arrest before being released on $50,000 bail. Jay initially pleaded not guilty, but later copped out to third-degree assault in exchange for 3 years probation. Meanwhile, Diddy was involved in a nightclub shooting that left one woman shot in the face. At the time, his then-girlfriend Jennifer Lopez, his artist Moses Shine Barrow, and his bodyguard Anthony Wolf Jones arrived at a party in Manhattan where Diddy got into a verbal argument with an alleged drug dealer that soon led to gunshots being fired.
Why would Diddy be in an argument with a drug dealer?
Diddy was acquitted of all charges against him and later settled civil suits with Natanya Rubin, the woman who was shot, and other victims of the nightclub shooting. Natanya reportedly received $1.8 million. Jay began dating Beyonce around 2000 when the Cuff It
Cap, that's when they went public.
singer was only 19 years old, and the duo collaborated on her debut single, Crazy in Love, which was released in 2003, solidifying Beyonce's career as a solo artist following her departure from Destiny's Child. The pop star also became close friends with Diddy and collaborated with him on her 2003 hit, Summertime. In September of 2005, Jay and Combs jointly donated $1 million to the Hurricane Katrina Relief Fund during a telethon. After Diddy and Jay launched their successful record label, Bad Boy Records and Roc Nation, the duo seemed to be unstoppable in the music industry. Over the years,
why are they a duo?
Jay and Diddy have remained close, attending events together, such as the latter's star-studded 50th birthday bash in 2019 and the former's annual Roc Nation brunch. In 2010, the rappers both topped...
Hey, everybody know ain't no party like a Diddy party, so...
Yeah, that's what's up. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
What the fuck we got going on here, Brian? What's going on, Brian?
Forbes list of wealthiest hip-hop artists. And in April of 2022, the hip-hop stars hung out
Motherfucking Fat Joe just looks like a fucking anime character at this point.
together when DJ Khaled was being honored with a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. While Diddy has currently been facing numerous allegations, Jay has remained silent, which has fans speculating on the current status of their friendship. That is, until an amended lawsuit, which was initially filed in October of 2024, has now included Jay's name as the male celebrity who raped her along with Diddy at a house party in 2000 when she was only 13 years old. Jay vehemently denies the heinous rape allegations on December 8th, 2024, writing in a statement that the victim's attorney, Tony Busby,
Shit, they all gotta pay for their star. Everybody with a star had to pay for it.
was trying to blackmail him with the lawsuit. In September of 2024, Diddy was arrested and charged with sex trafficking, racketeering, and transportation to engage in prostitution. He pleaded not guilty to the charges, and his trial date is set for May 5th, 2025.
Man, that sound good. I mean, that's, bro. Okay. Here's my question. When does the NFL jump off? Or let me rephrase that. I don't want to imply that it's guaranteed. let me rephrase that. At what point will the NFL jump off? At what point do the NFL go, all right, nigga, that's cool, but oh, that's a good answer. Because that is what Roger Goodell said. He was like, nigga, our plans for, because that would make the most sense. Don't rock the boat now because we talking about the Super Bowl is about less than 2 months away. So, yeah, I definitely wouldn't want to rock the boat. Like, they would have to flat out arrest Jay-Z, and then even then, I mean, but my thing with Jay-Z, like, you can fire that nigga for the fucking Super Bowl. Kendrick don't need that nigga to be in charge for Kendrick to do what he do. But it would be less disruptive, though. That's a fact.
3 new male accusers now say Sean Diddy Combs sexually assaulted them, according to civil lawsuits filed today in New York. The lawsuits, filed anonymously, allege a pattern of conduct similar to what other Combs accusers have alleged, saying that Combs...
What if Kendrick spits a Not Like Us verse that he bring up Jay, nigga? He's already dissed Jay before. He said he's the king of New York. He could bring that back.
Would invite them for a meeting. They would have a drink, get woozy, and then wake up to Combs raping them. Yikes. Combs' attorneys calling the new accusations lies, denying Combs ever sexually assaulted anyone.
You hear that, Jay-Z? You hear what a denial sounds like? He actually denied it and called it lies. You just said a bunch of implicational type shit, if you will.
Our senior investigative correspondent Aaron Katursky joins us now for more. So tell us about these new civil lawsuits that have been filed, and is this the first time that the accusers have actually been men? I mean, we did hear from one accuser in the past couple of weeks, right?
Little Rod, nigga, what about Little Rod?
Aaron, so it seems like more men are coming forward.
These aren't the first men to accuse Sean Combs of sexual assault, but they are coming forward as a trio filed by a plaintiff's attorney named Thomas Giuffre, who says he had more than 60 people come to him to ask about suing Sean Combs, and he only filed these 3 that he says he was able to vet. He says they followed a pattern of people coming into Sean Combs's orbit in one way or another, being plied with a spiked alcoholic drink, and then waking up to having Combs sexually assault them. Now, Combs, as you mentioned, Kira, has denied sexually assaulting anyone, has called these new accusers liars. One of the men worked for Combs, and he says that he went to a meeting arranged at a hotel where Combs was.
Diddy, these, just for the record, this white man ain't never gave a fuck about now song you ever put out. This is what happens when y'all niggas want that crossover money. Y'all gonna get that crossover hate too.
Saying to talk about some kind of monetary payment for jobs that he never got paid for. That's when he says he was attacked.
We will follow all the details and all the investigations because they don't seem to be going away. Just the lawsuits continued to grow. Investigative correspondent Aaron Katursky. Thank you, Aaron.
Diddy, this is bad on massive levels. Hold on a second. All right, I'm back, y'all. Ain't no party like a Diddy party.
Hey, everybody know ain't no party like a Diddy party, so.
Yeah, that's what's up. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
I'm trying to understand. Like, okay. There's going to come a point where they're going to tie this shit together, right? Because we kind of talking about it like it's together. But do we really think, all right, let's vote. Will there be a point in time where this Jay-Z and Diddy shit, these streets will intersect? 1 for yes, 2 for no. Will it always just be 2 separate issues? Or, I mean, because it's intersected now, but just like it's just this one thing, this one motherfucker saying it. If like 2 or 3 more people come out and say this shit, it's gonna be bad. If like 2 more people come out, then it's gonna be like no question. Because this is with me giving you that this is a one-off, Jay. I'm giving you that this was like, yeah, this is one-off, this motherfucker line. I'm giving you this one. And I just hate to say it, Jay. I don't believe you just because your response was just, everybody said that you gave a strong response, and I agree. It's just not strong in the same way that y'all trying to say it was strong.
Big story that's grabbing national headlines now. New developments today in the Sean Diddy Combs case. 3 men accuse Combs of rape and sexual assault in separate lawsuits, alleging the rap mogul gave them doctored drinks and then attacked them while they were unconscious. The alleged incidents happened from 2019 to 22. And in recent news, if you'll remember, music superstar Sean Carter, better known as Jay-Z, now accused in a lawsuit of raping a 13-year-old girl along with Combs. The suit claims the alleged assault happened after the Video Music Awards back in 2000. Carter calling this accusation heinous.
See, they already meshing these shits together, bro.
His lawyers firing back, saying that these are false, unfounded allegations. So I want to start with the Combs case. You know, it seems like for him it's just going from bad to worse. I mean, how are his lawyers going to handle this on top of all the prior allegations?
So I think it's important to make the distinction that, you know, the claims that we're hearing about that were recently filed, those are civil claims. Those are claims being filed by these 3 gentlemen in civil court. They're not part, at least at this point, they're not part of the case that's in the
Thank you for making that separation.
Southern District of New York that are tied to the criminal case. Now, that could happen. You know, prosecutors could come in, they could interview these individuals and then make a determination whether they can present any of that evidence in the criminal case. But right now, I think, you know, his civil lawyers are likely going to look at this and are going to say this is nothing more than, again, opportunist behavior, that these motives are, you know, really not in terms of, you know, based on a real incident that occurred, but these are just, again, the motives are whether they want to attach to the celebrity or attach to some kind of monetary reward, and that there's nothing to it in this case. So that's likely the assertions. Again, civil, I expect his lawyers to file some kind of motion to dismiss these civil claims. You know, these allegations have never come forth before.
Right.
We're talking 2018, 19. So it is interesting, you know, and we'll have to see how these get reviewed.
Okay, let's get to Jay-Z now. That lawsuit, he's accused of raping a...
Yeah, let's get, okay, we talked about one billionaire rapper that's raping motherfuckers. Let's talk about the next rapist.
13-year-old girl back in 2000. What's the statute of limitations here?
This is really reality in 2024. We have news segments that give us updates on Diddy raping motherfuckers, and then we get updates following it about Jay-Z raping motherfuckers. What? I have skipped timeline somehow and missed it.
You know, and so there is no statute. Most states don't have statute of limitations in terms of sex offenses. So it is something that, you know, a criminal prosecutor could look at in review. I mean, I know there's some back and forth here by the accuser's lawyer, who's a civil lawyer from Texas, and also Jay-Z's lawyer, who's a very prominent attorney in New York. He's a criminal defense attorney, and very versed in these issues. And he's saying, you know, there was some back and forth here early on, and they sent us a demand, and it wasn't really a demand. It was extortion.
Right. They called it blackmail.
Absolutely. And so, you know, again, as with, you know, the Diddy Combs issue, you have a situation here where
he wasn't just buddies with R. Kelly. They was on tour. They both was fucking with Aaliyah.
Lawyers are going to assert and have asserted that this is nothing more than a money grab, that there's no basis here, that the allegations that Tony Busby, who represents the accuser in Texas, or out of Texas, there's no basis here. There's no information that was never part of an investigation or criminal investigation or otherwise, and that this is nothing more than blackmail.
So how do you think it's going to shake out?
I think his lawyers moved very, very quickly.
Yeah, they want it expedited.
Absolutely. They filed a letter with the district court in New York, the state court in New York, and said, we need to get this heard quickly. It is damaging our client's reputation. Right. He is of obviously notable fame, and this has got to get resolved now.
Okay.
And so I expect that you're going to see a motion to dismiss, and it'll get dismissed.
All right. Hector, great analysis. We so appreciate your time on both the...
I'm not so sure about that. It would only get dismissed if the niggas, when they respond to the motion, if they don't have, like, bro, this nigga full of shit. This nigga's just like, he just made it seem like niggas just file order to dismiss and it's a wrap. Nah, that's not how that shit works. Trust me, I know. I don't know. She is very whorish. It's quite whorish.
Local and national cases.
Thank you for having me.
Man. So obviously the criminal defense attorney get up there is like, yeah, they'll just file a motion to dismiss. And this, bro, they not acting like they can just file. If they could just file motions to dismiss, they wouldn't even have made public statements. That's where I'm like, Jay-Z's worried about it. Because if he could have just been like, man, I got my lawyer to do this, then what he worry about? Nigga, he came out with a statement because he know the lawyer can't really stop all of this. The lawyer can only stop some of this. It's just crazy because now we just literally just sitting back, just waiting to see if this nigga's gonna get locked up at this point. No, everybody's past this civil suit shit. Because it's really easy, because if they can catch Busby slipping one time, it all comes crashing down. And I know that's what y'all been pushing for, and y'all have been unsuccessful, which lets me worry about y'all. You said days ago you was exposing Busby, nigga. What happened? Then Roger Goodell whole ass get to come out. Yeah, we stand with Jay-Z. Nigga, I bet you do. Busby already been on y'all head over Deshaun Watson anyway. Who the fuck is this Busby nigga? He's had the NFL in his sights. NFL, Jay-Z. Just like Beyonce mama talk about some, I got hacked. Bitch, how the fuck you get hacked? Somebody hacked your phone just to hit the heart on some shit. Stop playing. Jay didn't even fall for that shit. That's why he was standing next to you looking like that. You know that nigga was mumbling old bitch up under his breath. Old bitch. Fucking ass, funky ass old bitch. Get over here and take this picture, you funky ass old bitch. Jay-Z still trying to find out who the fuck this is snitching so he can ruin their life. I'm not surprised. I would be surprised if Goodell did this shit if it wasn't for the fact that it was Busby. Busby already tried to get at him and over this shit, over like some other shit. But Roger Goodell's playing a dangerous game, because if this shit go all the wrong way, the owners will fire his ass. Let's not get this twisted. If this Jay-Z shit goes south, Roger Goodell gonna lose his job. They gonna throw They are going to throw Roger Goodell so under the bus. They'll be like, we didn't do it. Bro, Roger Goodell brought Jay-Z in. Roger Goodell went out there and said he still supported Jay. We told Roger then. Bro, y'all know how them owners play, bro. Roger Goodell is the owner's puppet. So, yeah, they going to blame him. Because he's playing a dangerous game. You gambling with your own career at this point. You gambling with your own career at this point. Because the owners are going to be Nino Brown and you're going to be G Money. And they're going to be like, why'd you bring Ice-T to this shit? Man, if he ain't, bro, Innocence. Here's the crazy part about Innocence. This is how bad it is. Let's say Jay-Z didn't fuck this girl. But let's say that this girl is 13 years old and was at that party. If she can just prove that at 13 years old she was at that party and they were at that party, nobody's going to care because they're all going to believe that they did it. So that is part of the scary part where it's like he could be innocent. It could be a situation where that girl was there. But that's why Jay has not said he don't know this person. Which is scary, where I'm like, I understand you saying you're not saying you don't know this person because this person ain't told you their identity, but it's like, bro, how many hoes have you fucked with Diddy, bro? Is that something y'all do after every award show? Y'all have a crazy party and y'all rape some bitches, allegedly? Because you say that type of shit about me, again, for the record, my response is, nigga, I didn't know such thing. I would not be raping no bitches with Diddy after no fucking award show. There was no. After the 2000 award show, no, I was not raping somebody with Diddy, bro. Well, you don't even know who it is. I don't care. It doesn't matter who said it when I know I never did it to anyone. This nigga's first thing out his mouth. Who's saying it? Judge, make the motherfucker come out of the shadows. Elaborate. What do you mean by kids or adult women? Like, elaborate. Who are you referring to? It should just be no. It should, like, if you want to talk all of that shit he was talking and you want to start trying to flame Busby and shit, that has to be after a full-throated denial only. I'm so serious. Oh, and nigga, I almost didn't even get to talk about Quando Rondo. I feel, nigga, Quando Rondo got 33 months today. Man, y'all niggas is all getting clobbered getting out of 2024, nigga. Why would they need to rape? Because this is a theory that I've always worked on, in my opinion. When you getting so much pussy at such a rate, you getting pussy from girls that every dude want faster than any other dude can get it at a range that any other dude can get it. So I truly think once it gets to that point, you just start making up shit. You start getting into other shit. I mean, we saw T.I. let his wife look like a fucking turnout for Usher in front of everybody. We saw this, right? So it's just like you get at such a level, you start doing weird shit. Or in certain cases, just really tap into quote unquote who you are. And I saw when Barkley made a joke about Jay-Z, I saw Shaq walk off the screen like, what, y'all niggas ain't allowed to say nothing about Jay? This shit wild. Like, this is how you know Barkley don't really be selling out, because Barkley just say what the fuck he want. He sell out enough to still be on, but like, this shit be crazy. He made the smallest of Jay-Z jokes. Shaq got up and walked off the stage, and I'm just like, Jay inside of the celebrity ring, he's way more respected than Diddy. Diddy got whole ass pinched. Niggas wasn't saying shit. Niggas wasn't really mentioning anything. Nigga, Jay get mentioned. People are outright defending this nigga. And I'm like, can you really say you? And it's crazy how everything's turned on his head. I can grab a crack dealer from the an ex-crack dealer right now from any neighborhood who's stayed out of trouble for 20 years, holding a job, family, all this shit. But as soon as people hear he's an ex-crack dealer, we'll have a side eye to this nigga. But with Jay-Z, there's no side eye whatsoever. The NFL and Jay-Z ran the biggest rules on y'all niggas anyway. Jay-Z dissing the NFL in the song, and then all of a sudden, oh yeah, I'm in a partnership with him. Nigga, that was just a bait and switch shit. The trap niggas, in, man, Jay, that was a power play. Let's check out Quando Rondo before I get the fuck on. 33 months for this nigga.
We told you earlier about that sentencing for Savannah rapper Taekwon Bowman, also known as Quando Rondo, which happened just a few minutes ago. Christine Quayle joining us now live from outside the federal courthouse annex with more details on exactly what happened. Christine?
Yeah, Andrew, so just a couple of moments ago, we stepped out here from the sentencing hearing, and now Taekwon Bowman, otherwise known as rapper Quando Rondo, was sentenced today to 33 months, and that'll be a concurrent sentence. Now, anytime he's already served, the judge ruled, will count towards that sentence, and he'll also pay a $40,000 fine. And the judge also ruled that he'll serve 3 years of supervisory release after he is released. And that release includes things like mental health counseling, drug testing, and educational resources as well. Now, many family and friends were here today for the sentencing hearing. Many relieved to know that Bowman does not have to report for his sentence until January 10th of this upcoming year of 2020.
Well, nigga, they at least let you get to spend Christmas, nigga. You got about a month before you got to go to jail.
25, so many of them overheard remarking that they're happy they'll get to spend Christmas with their family member. We'll share more of you with the reaction of Bowman as he was walking out of the courtroom coming up at 5.
I know Dirk mad in the motherfucker that nigga get to spend Christmas at the crib.
Right now, I'll send it back to you guys in the studio. Reporting in Savannah, Christine Quayle, WSAV News 3, on your side.
Exactly, Scott. Because the whole time that Jay-Z has called himself not being a crack dealer, he has promoted being a crack dealer the whole time. Well, you gotta go sit down a couple of years, Quando. Hey, Google, how old is Quando Rondo?
25 years old.
Yeah, nigga, you'll be home before 30. Stay out of trouble, you be home before 30. It depends on how much time he got now. He might only do like a year and some change. Not Prince's backstage rider is 8 pages in total, but oddly reasonable. Purple rain, purple rain. I think I'm gonna put a period in it here. I don't know what's gonna happen. I want to see what's gonna happen with these 3 dudes. We're gonna see if this lawyer full of shit or if Busby got Jay shook. Busby's been kind of laying low right now, so I'm gonna just take it as it comes. But I'm getting the fuck up out of here, man. Say goodnight to your boy. I might go shoot me some zombies. I'm thinking about having a members only stream today / tomorrow. We less than 2 weeks away from Christmas. And if you can be with your family on Christmas, or if you one of the people that want to be by yourself and just enjoy your off day, bro, just worry about that. Don't worry about spending all this bread and none of that goofy shit. And I know this shit cliche, but a lot of times shit becomes cliche. The main reason why it'll become cliche is because you motherfuckers won't listen. So people say it over and over and over, and you don't pay it attention because it's cliche. I'm just being serious. Don't listen to me, nigga. I don't know shit. Josu, Carrie, Scott Johnson, P. Fox, J. Rock, Kendra, Janice. Shout out to Bob. Carefree, James, Trending, Lennox. This year was a shit show, and we got some more best of shit coming up. We was doing best of until all this Jay-Z shit start popping off. So, hey, maybe we get back to the program or we don't. I'm here for the ride. Whatever it is. Clee. Shout out to the third shifters. I may jump on LNC Gaming. No guarantees, but I might. We'll see. God is great. Friday is amongst us. Some of y'all got 1 day left. Congratulations. Congrats. I'll see y'all in a couple hours, though. But then again, I'm probably lying. Let's get back to this big backing.
Y'all see it. Yep. That's what it is. Best hands in the world. Y'all be playing with me. Come taste it yourself. See all that butter? Deliciousness. Y'all want to know the secret so bad about it? A little bit more. A little bit more.
Hit that like button.
And this is why big backing is an epidemic. This is why big backing is an epidemic. I had to take a shot of insulin. Get some insulin from somebody else to finish watching this video. Y'all swear y'all be cooking. You got a whole 40-pound bag of sugar on 3 pans of yams. Talking about you see it. We see it. We see diabetes. We see gout, cavities in all teeth, hypertension, headaches, limb amputations. much. Talking about it a little bit more. That's enough. Jesus said that was enough. It's more than enough. It's abundant. You cooking up disease at this point. I wouldn't eat them yams with somebody else's mouth.
Good night, Amber.
We gotta do better.
Peace out,
we gotta
Jay.
stop this mess.
Yo, what's going on, boys? How are you?
Yo, dap me up.
Hey, all right, damn. What part of the city are you from?
Yo,
What's up?
there, brother.
Hey,
Yeah.
What's up?
Yeah.
All right,
I'm
you guys
good.
ready for this?
Take this.
Oh, all right, sick. Why don't you guys come inside? Don't ski. These are the guys.
I'm Octavius Gray. And I'm Steve. Steve LeVois. It's okay, I have babe in here, right?
Set the mood right. Pick you up, baby, I'm looking so fly. Sunset rooftop, yeah, that's nice, right? Hop in the G-Class, I know you need that. Heart racing fast like the speed of light. Is this attraction, or is it the moonlight? You want satisfaction, but only for one night. This could be real love, but you've been broken, and I just want you to see what I could be for you. 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 You got me wrapped up in your love.
Zombies it is.
Barely. Finding you is like a treasure. Making my heart feel this way, yeah, yeah. And I'll treat you so damn special. What you did, who you were with, I don't care about those days. When I'm with you, I won't complain. Share your success and heartbreaks. Yeah, you know I stay by your side. Never leave you dissatisfied. But I need you to let me know. Is this attraction, or is it the moonlight? You want satisfaction, but only for one night. This could be real love, but you've been broken, and I just want you to see what I could be for you. 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 Baby girl, it's just one night. Yeah, baby girl, it's just one night. Oh, yeah, it's just one night. Yeah, baby girl, it's just one night. Yeah, girl, it's just one night. Yeah, baby girl, it's just one night. Oh, yeah, it's just one night. Yeah, baby girl, it's just one night.
Okay.
Crushed it.
Oh, God is great. Oh, it was a fun one tonight. Hope you had a fun like I did. Jay, you fucked up.
Guys, I gotta go.
You got it,
I don't
Jess.
want to hurt myself.
You got a pee?
It's all right.
No,
You got it, Jess.
go. You gotta go, girl.
Let go.
I don't even want to fall.
Turn to the side.
You're okay. Just
You're good.
land right on that booty, girl. Just put your legs out
Turn
and
to the
pull on
side.
your booty.
Jess, you're amazing. You
Say
got
it.
it.
You got it. You got it. Turn to the side. Just let go and turn. Like you're laying in bed.
Yep. Like you're jumping onto your bed on your side.
Just let go. Turn to the side. Shut your eyes.
You got it, my love.
Just turn to the side.
You're okay, Careful.
I've never even heard of him.
Hey, everybody know ain't no party like a Diddy party, so.
Yeah, that's what's up. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
I'm petty.